a lightning bolt. I got almost can give me my reroll for picking up on time, and I pointed out that I brought his Pathfinder book.
Just in time for the video to start recording here.
Is that a copy of my book?
Okay, yeah, it is a copy of your book.
It
I do advertise your
three
books on
copies
the
of your
video. She's
Shameless
got 3 so
advertising.
far, so
Oh, nice.
I make it pop up as a starting point.
Oh, can I have a close one?
Okay, so
Sorry.
tonight we're up to session 42, which I forgot to actually update
Does
on
this
that.
belong to Pokemon Peoples?
That is mine, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you want access to it?
No, not really.
Oh, no. They can stay over here, they're not in my way.
No, good.
Yes, we are back. We're shiny hunting both people.
Oh, well.
We're that
I've
into
never
it.
eaten a lime leaf before, I don't know what they're like, but I'm going to try.
Sorry, which one?
I haven't eaten lion.
Lime
leaf.
leaf.
Oh, sorry. That was.
But yes, some people have not eaten lion
I mean, I
before.
also have not eaten a lion.
But I haven't been eaten by a lion before either, so I think it's pretty
No,
fair.
no, I said eaten a lion.
Amy
I
Or
was
being
like-
eaten by one, so it's pretty fair.
That's true, that's true.
Amy said I could
The
either
mutual
pick it out,
respect
so I
between me
figured
and
I'd-
lions.
Yeah.
I don't eat them, they don't eat me.
It's just a shrubbery, it's fine.
If I've had a partner that's a Leo, I could have said that. Oh no, that's not
No,
on
don't-
video. Not
don't
on
do
video.
that.
That's a
But the,
now.
the innuation
Right
is
there.
there as well.
no. You're a Libra.
Already, we're rolling.
You're sitting with a table full of people who probably have really dirty minds, so...
I was going there though, so I'm the one to
Or
blame for
dark
that.
humour if you're in
Well, we
it.
have...
Very morbid humour.
We have
Dark
2
humour's the way you
nurses
get
today,
through.
so that's fine. I'm
You
presuming nurse.
fit
I'm a
right in
doctor.
here.
Didn't they bring in another star sign,
Sorry,
so
same
you may
thing,
not be
really.
that star sign
My
anymore?
apologies.
Oh, I'm not offended. It's
How dare you call her
No,
a nurse? Nurse pay grade, doctor pay grade.
We started recording, by the way. Hi.
Won't
So
insult,
to be fair, at my
won't
level,
insult
there's...
doctors at all this session.
Oh no, you're allowed.
Perfect.
Okay, so I get to fix
Oh
cameras
no,
again.
no, you can. No, no, I feel like you get idiots in every profession.
Depends on what your specialty is.
ED though, going into GP.
Oh, so you're big.
And there's many idiotic GPs, so
Oh yeah.
you are allowed to. As long as I'm not one of those people. And if I
Set
am,
up in
you have to
Canberra,
call me
you'll end
out.
up with a line of people.
Okay, so apparently I'm going back to videos pausing again, so...
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I don't know, no, sorry, I was just yapping and wasn't paying attention.
Okay. So we're up to
I
session...
tend to do the same.
I'm setting up.
That's okay, I thought I'll just wait.
I love you.
I love you too. So we're up to session number 42. 4th or 5th attempt of trying to start.
Pain wrapped attention.
So no one can die in this episode.
No, no,
Because
no, no,
it's
no,
the
no.
meaning of life.
No, no, no. We're all gonna die.
That is the meaning of life.
Meaning of life is following around.
So who ate the salmon mousse then?
Well, you know you had that meal that you left behind that you didn't get a chance to eat?
It's the sharks that I'm preparing.
Okay, so
I've dried out all
today everyone's at the table, which is a good thing.
Except for soup.
Well, Sue's not making it tonight,
Oh,
so
no
everyone's at the
noodles?
table.
Oh, okay. That's a shame.
Or not.
And going around the table, we'll start off with Ariadna. Describe your character.
Nice. Put me on the spot.
Yes, of course.
I am Calcrix the White Dragon. Where's my camera?
There's one over there.
Jazz Wings!
Or just put it to the...
And I am accompanied by Grindle Waffle, Brewmaster, the Coffee Gnome, and we try not to kill the group.
Well, you haven't done it yet.
No,
You've
using-
only
using
imprisoned
prison-
one.
Yeah, exactly.
I've only captured 2 of them in Pokeballs.
I've done better than that.
You don't kill.
You have, you did the
don't,
whole
you
party.
don't kill
Yeah.
the group. You
Yeah,
just
in
capture
one
them. It's the
Pokeball.
difference.
Awesome!
But almost got
See,
yourself
so
killed.
so when we're
Which
looking
would've
at
been
people
funny.
who mess up,
Yeah.
we look at Ross.
Why? No one
It's
died.
fun.
But when the paladin does
Awesome.
something, he puts
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire group into danger by putting himself on fire. Literally, holy flame.
So,
Well, and then we're on to M.
I am Zol, the
Failed
failed ranger.
Yeah. Failed ranger, thank you.
No, you
Yeah,
can't
okay.
say Fell Ranger.
No. Well, I did die, that's why I'm a failed ranger. So you
No,
could
no.
actually apply that
No,
to
no.
me.
Fell as demonic ranger.
Oh, right, sorry. I thought you meant
Oh.
filled and like filled.
I was doing a play on words.
Is that hot spicy?
It's
or-
hot for me, yes.
Oh, sorry.
You consider this mild. This is really spicy for me. I'm going to be lucky to finish this. It's okay.
It's okay.
You put some
You're just
yogurt
going to have a
with
lot of lunch to take home.
Do you want me to get some sour cream from the fridge?
The sour cream?
I thought there was.
No.
We haven't
Oh,
bought that.
Do you want some
recently.
non-existent sour cream from the fridge?
I'll have some imaginary sour cream.
it. Yes,
You know how
the
it
sour
balances
cream is
out?
produced by Marcel
Every
Marcel.
mouthful of curry, you have a mouthful of coffee.
It's not helping.
It's not helping, no.
Damn it.
Doesn't
Being
caffeine
helpful.
react to?
No.
Wow.
The
It's
milk
very
in
hot.
it should
Milk,
help.
yeah.
But
It's
as long as
very
you got the right
tasty,
sort of
but
milk.
it's
Listerine,
hot
on
for
the
me.
other hand.
Mm.
Whoa.
And on the curry scale, I'm like below wuss. I'm like 6 feet below wuss.
Oh, you had my scale.
This is one of the mildest curries I eat. So I'm sorry.
It actually
I feel
is.
like I'm ready to breathe fire, like a real dragon.
Can confirm it is one of the most.
You don't breathe fire, you breathe lightning.
It's okay. My mouth's burning, so
Would you like yogurt?
yes.
I'm sorry.
Now that I've been introduced, I will get you yogurt.
You're killing the host.
So back to M.
Back to Zal.
He's also killing the
Who loves he
The
loves
GM.
his curry.
Apparently. Now, cleric, wizard, and we seem to be in a little bit of strife, with the.
I thought you were cleric necromancer.
They're the same thing.
No, wizards are different. You necromancers.
One is the power
You
of
can be a
compels
cleric
it, the other one is
necromancer.
the power of
Yeah, I know.
compels it.
A necromancer is just a tardy cleric.
You're not wrong.
And that fits Zal's personality probably almost to a T.
Well, she's in the perfect place to raise a family.
Ow.
You can't have yogurt.
Well, her entire family's necromancers, so they know about that joke.
All cats are lactose intolerant.
He's like, I
That
don't
shut
believe
him
you.
up.
You got food in the laundry.
Ooh, big yawn.
Here you go. Off you. Are you gonna pick?
Nope, I'm good. Just digesting shitty.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You want some more?
So actually,
Yes, I'm
I'll
fine.
change that. So it was the curry.
I feel bad that I'm
But
like
I didn't
killing
kill
half the
killing
table.
everyone.
I'm killing half the table with my curry.
Yeah, and then
Killing characters is fine. Killing actual people, and that's Drufa.
yeah, then
I
Jeff
agree,
fronts
it is
up and
my-
I'll be the
it's
one
just my
saying,
mouth
"Hey, I
and
didn't have the curry."
Well, she picked the one with the medical support, though. So now that Josh has got a mouthful,
One shows that fire breath you're so famous for.
This is Cheval, the
Chloe
fire
won.
genasi.
Every time on, you manage to choose that perfectly. Right.
He's
So-
watching you waiting for the moment.
It's just
So I'm playing Cheval. I'm a very fiery, hot-headed paladin.
Extreme.
Yes. Extremely hot-headed paladin who was very depressed at one stage because we were in the tropics, and when there's tropics,
That
there's
was
rain.
good.
he also lost his favourite rock.
That's
No, I've
very
got the favorite rock now.
But you were depressed when you lost it.
I know. I was very well. Actually, I was very angry that I lost that.
There was that too.
It's the reason. If I was depressed, I'm pretty sure I would have stayed at water genasi. Just crying myself to sleep.
I'm glad I didn't make you put all those
But,
vegetables in, because I'm going to see if you want to take the rest of that home.
So
No. Why would I ever want to take curry home?
may or may not have damned a certain character.
Again.
Protected them again. Yeah, again.
What?
And now I'm walking around like a shining beacon of light.
Yes, everyone who
Very-
sees you
Thank
goes,
you.
"That's a paladin."
Very hot, flamey. That's definitely a paladin light.
In an area where paladins are considered high treason.
Sorry.
They don't actually have to take you to trial, they can just kill you.
That
That's
sounds
the
like
law.
that's the law. Just kill him.
Yep.
Kill him on the spot.
But isn't there, don't they have paladins in
Ethereum.
the church that's here?
They're not that silly.
I need to change my name. Back to the original. This is weird.
I'm just gonna be
Yes,
out of
you haven't
arms
been
range.
named after the goat for so long now.
I know.
Hello, I'm playing Meow.
Sorry.
That's right, he's a very vocal cat at times.
Is that who you're playing Tyrion? You're playing now.
It's actually been quite funny when I don't have as many people around the table. He'll sometimes sit on a chair and just, stare up at what everyone's doing.
On the high perch of.
One day he'll actually come and sit on the chairs if there's not many people here.
That's cute.
Yeah, and then you just need 2 people going.
Right.
Okay, so I believe that's Josh done.
Yeah, I'm done.
And then Stefan,
I am playing Emdrak, the hill dwarf.
Mountain.
which means
Mountain dwarf.
I should change what we have up here
No,
because
I don't even know right now. I'm a
No.
dwarf of a description.
Well,
I'm
actually,
playing
you're
Guess
now
Who
a
the game.
lava dwarf
Hot damn.
because your beard's on fire and your hair's on fire.
I don't know what I am
There's a
anymore.
lot of
I don't know what I
fire
am anymore.
well, it changed. Was it 3 or 4 times in the one session?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're still working on. Then you change the game, going, okay.
So I'm a dwarf of description. Insert here.
Which is actually
You
quite
meaning
funny
to the
because
word I'm sexually confused.
he changed sex, he changed class, he changed race,
Then
And-
class.
and then class, and then
then
all these
race,
things sort of
and
happen at the
Then
same
religion, and then
Then you got turned back to original state. Then you got
Yeah. who the hell
enhanced
is my
with
god?
fire.
fine. Probably.
I hope not.
Yeah, it is.
I think
But
it was
like,
my
you
original
have
one.
Identity issues.
I do have identity issues.
He does.
Surprise you haven't
Listen,
gone insane.
Emdrak,
He or
you're going
she?
through a midlife crisis right
Hey, this thing.
You
Even though
male
it's
or
like, what are your
female?
pronouns?
He's male now.
I don't know.
He's been a male
He's
and
them?
female and in between.
Them?
They?
Them, it.
Them, they? Oh, don't call yourself an it.
Dwarf?
No, that's rude.
Dwarf. He's a dwarf.
Hello, dwarf. Hello, brother.
now. Labeled is actually confused.
Yeah.
Confused. Very
And
confused.
he did find out quite a few sessions ago that his current name was named after the family goat.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
They're like the goat claws.
Except that they actually got the real family name, which was Step.
And the
Oh.
goat gets the inheritance.
The
of it.
family's greatest of all time. Got it.
Well, you did destroy the family legacy.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, you've now wanted to.
That's what I was going to ask. What was illegal? You said there was 2 illegals.
What? 3.
You'll find out.
There's
Okay.
3: cleric, paladin, and dwarf.
So not me.
Technically, I can get
That's all I
away
care
with
about.
being there.
Yeah, but
so-
until you start
It's
just throwing around
paladin
divine
and
stuff.
dwarf and possibly cleric.
And
Well,
halfling.
and I should say also murderer of elf, teen idol, and also
I didn't do nothing.
He actually did it to himself, so Emdrak's responsible
Okay.
for killing the famous opera
Well,
singer,
Oh, good.
also
which was his
destined,
other character.
destined to
What was
kill
that?
the prince.
He murdered himself?
Yeah.
Technically speaking.
Well, he's the reason that the other person doesn't exist anymore.
Hmm.
Because of his
From a
promise he
certain-
made.
Yeah,
But
from,
he's the
from a
reason that
certain
person
point of
exists
view.
as well.
Yes, but if people were to
So it's
ask
like
a god,
fratricide?
so if a person was to ask a god, okay, who's responsible for that cleric that elf disappearing, they will basically point at Emdrak
That's fair.
Fair enough.
because he was the one who actually gave up. That he was happy to give it up though for some reason.
Plus you
Give
were
it
also
up.
destined to kill the prince or something
They
like
said
that,
give us
so you're
something
wanted
meaningful
for
to
that.
you. It was meaningful to me.
Oh, that's right. That's the reason why you changed in the first place. And then you became like Shadow Realm.
Hey, I've only got the lesser of problems. I've
I was
just
this
got
close
some
from
gnomes after me because I stole their bloody airship.
You may
Yeah.
have been. You don't know. You didn't get to experience it for that long. I think you were there for about a couple of
5.
hours of sleeping.
And
Even
then,
that,
and then a
5
cleric
minutes.
intervened.
And
then
then I was like,
paladin
no,
intervened.
no, no.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
So I was just like, oh, insert God profanity here.
And then God shows up.
No one damns their gods anymore, right?
yes.
Yep.
If you say GDI, okay.
You can say it at the moment because you're not your character.
God damn it. Do a religion roll.
Or any version thereof.
And if you roll well enough, your god listens and shows up, and then either tells you
And then
off.
smites Stefan. So you've got nothing to lose.
So, hang on. So, regardless of which of you say, God damn it, I get smited.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong
well,
here.
I'm just
Seems
look,
to be my
yeah, I'm
experience.
just looking. The only thing my god can do is probably bring down a huge storm because we're in there.
You
Dragons
better
have gods.
not.
What was that?
Do dragons have gods?
Yes, many.
Oh, are they powerful?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
mine's a
more powerful
Mine's
than
a
other
god of
gods?
sea. And
Depends
she
on which other gods.
basically is known for storms.
Gods have different levels of power.
Do I know what
Well,
my
you
gods
can't
are?
really get an
Yeah.
a tidal wave
Do I
out
need
here
to
because
look
we're
that
too
up?
high up.
Eventually.
Because I was reading something you wrote about gods on your blog.
Well, there's about 1,200 posts on there now.
Yeah, no, I know how many posts there are on there. But I was reading just one of them.
Okay.
But-
As a guest tonight, we have Anna.
Yay! Hi. So I will be playing Kendra, who is
You needy.
who's a Rakasta female. So as I understand, it's like Tabaxi, except from space.
And actually, intelligent and not having to constantly clean yourself.
I mean, but I can if I want to.
You
Right?
can if you want to.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
you use a brush.
Do I though? Only when people are looking.
No, I'm pretty sure she actually showers, unlike most people.
Anyway.
Emdra just stands out in the rain. The rest of us
so-
probably have baths in the
Well, he
street.
did have the metal saddle for his
I just
mule.
burn all the bacteria off me.
Oh yeah, where's your metal saddle?
With the mule.
Still with the mule.
Oh,
Where's the mule?
we have to find the
The
mule.
mule is still
At
in
your
the
sister's house.
stables.
Oh, it's at the stable. Oh no, we did bring it.
No.
Okay. That's good.
Surprise guest.
This is Therion, the Dark Angel Cat.
Yeah.
He will steal your soul with his eyes.
At least with my one, I can bring my bloody water elemental out.
Anyway, I think what I am doing is I am on a scouting mission for to gather information for science.
For Mars.
For science, for Mars, exactly.
You're a spy.
So, for science works for everything.
No. It's for science.
And most of these noobs don't have the science to see your home because you use science to hide it from them.
It's science.
Science
Exactly.
fixes everything.
It does.
I did find the door, but I can't remember anything afterwards.
Cool.
Okay, then we have Ross.
Yes, I'm playing Yodri, the swashbuckler sorcerer. Now coming back from my big breakfast.
And then we do a swish swash.
No, it's a swash
Or
swish.
swash wish.
Yes, now coming back from having a hefty breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then finding out everybody's vacated the area and there was a portal and someone asking about holy magic and going, what?
How many people will wander through a portal? Yeah, everyone.
Well, that's where they went. That's where the tracks go.
How many party members does it take to fix a portal?
Not enough.
Exactly. How many party members does it
One
take to
paladin
find a
that
portal?
calls down divine smite.
That's a good idea.
No, he just rolls a 1 walking downstairs.
That didn't happen. Yeah,
It did happen. We have video proof of this, okay?
That's how this entire mess happened.
That's a bit much.
Not really, because it's exactly how it went down.
No.
Where were we when we left off?
You were at a tower in the northern end of Galantry, dealing with the fact that you've all showed up somewhere else with your animals.
The bureaucrat running off to report us.
The bear no longer cares
Didn't
about
we all
his
end up
former
through
owner.
the portal?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm friends with the bear, right?
That's what I said. He doesn't care about his former owner because the former owner doesn't smell the same.
Okay.
I
As long
thought
as I'm
Darren
friends with the
escaped
bear.
and was brushing up against my big
Bear was nice to everyone except for this strange dwarf.
Does that hurt?
It does. Emotionally. Wrecks me.
Well, you didn't name him Cushing because you used to land on him.
Well, that's right. We made the butler
Does
hate
that mean
life
you can
even
no
more
longer
than
wear the
that.
polar bear hat?
Technically, yes.
Because
Everyone else can now.
I got that all the way from Queensland,
Everyone else can wear it now.
where all the polar bears are.
Where my
Yes.
polar bears at?
Yeah, you got it from Bundaberg.
Not quite.
Okay, so you're in this tower. You have a butler who seems to be slowly walking away, shaking his head, making groaning noises.
Wasn't he making me coffee?
He was until someone started shining brightly.
Yeah.
Until 2 people start playing with their gods.
3 actually.
No,
Well, you're the only
until
one
re-
shining brightly.
Until the rest of the party showed up.
That wasn't me. That was me.
And there's an Axbeak in the corner currently chewing through the supply of coffee beans.
No, he's
No,
not.
he
No,
was
he's not.
sleeping.
He was sleeping.
No.
He was
He was
sleeping.
sleeping.
He was. I just couldn't help that.
I fixed that
Why?
problem.
Why are we back
So,
at here?
bit of backstory. Coffee is a psychotic in this realm.
For axe beaks.
No,
not
no,
for
it-
No,
dragons.
for
no.
anyone.
No,
No, not for me.
Because it's brewed properly.
Yeah, because it's brewed properly for you. Coffee beans in
basically-
itself are psychotic.
Oh no, it depends. If you happen to be Fae. or
Even for
beast-
Fae, it was psychotic. They burnt
No,
down.
I'm just saying, if you're Fae of bestial, you'll probably go psychotic. So what happens when we feed coffee to the bear?
Don't
Oh,
do
no.
that.
You can find
Coffee
out.
to the bear.
No, I've still got the ring of
Does the
animal
bear turn
friendship
into
and
the
charm
mule?
and speaking, which the
Only helps if you
the
still got
druid,
your
the ranger wannabe keeps on forgetting that he's got the ring.
Yeah, but I can cast speak with animals.
Yes, but you can cast this like 3 times without you only using any of your slots.
That's true.
Or time.
That's true. Well, if I happen to have speak with animals as my known spell for the day, I can just cast it instantly.
Yeah, but
Which it
yes.
should always be because.
But it uses up a spell slot.
So,
Use that spell slot.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Are we still like in the portal in the tower?
No, you're in the dining room of the tower with a sleeping, snoring Axbeak on the floor.
How did we go
Tower
there?
or the abode? I thought we got teleported to the northern part of
The northern tower.
Oh, okay. So we're in a different tower now.
You're in the tower in the north of the Lantry.
Oh, okay.
We're in the
yes, and I'm
Barbarian
coming in
province,
with
which
a
is like
Which I
forever
wanna-
away from the
plate
border.
of food going. Ah, you're here.
So the Moldavian province is very much Eastern European. We love vampires,
Burn the
but
witch
we
kind.
like vampires are evil.
Yeah, probably the
Sort of,
worst
um,
spot for a fiery paladin.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So think that level of intellect for most of the locals.
Good.
I'm still listening.
Oh, you
I'm
give
still-
me a cup of coin? I can feed my family for a week.
I'm just gonna tidy up the kitchen.
I'll teach you how to fish.
Sorry, the crow.
Mm.
Too cold?
Yeah,
Well,
But you're a
he is
paladin,
so-
burn the
he's
witch.
No,
I
the
just
problem is you
kinda
teach him
came
how to
over a bunch
fish.
of
He
times
goes to
and
the
overeaten.
lake, tries to fish, and gets eaten by the monster in the lake.
Player really wants to know what the intelligence of 6 will do when they say, "Is a paladin, try and burn it." When I'm fired.
Most of them will not think anything of trying to throw you on a bonfire and trying to burn it.
Yeah.
No, they'll probably throw you in a well.
No, they probably won't.
That would require them to actually know what they're dealing with.
Well, no, with witches, you either drown them or you burn them.
But he's not weird.
But he's not a witch.
I'm a paladin.
They have a completely different way of dealing with witches. They'd be crazy.
Speaking
Yes,
of
because
which,
we've met 3 of them.
yeah, and they were lovely ladies. Well, one of them was. The other
Yes,
one
this
was
region
crazy.
has been hit with the ugly dumb stick.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Not just this region.
Most regions have been beaten with the ugly dumb
Well, they
stick.
know how to cook coffee, how
And
to
you'll
roast
realise
coffee
when
beans
Martin
and that.
acts as an NPC as a local townsman.
Well, there is a reason these guys are the heroes. So the worse they act, the
Oh
duller
my
the
God,
NPCs
I
get.
realise this area does not have any spirits that doesn't have coffee in it.
No, they don't. Everything's made with coffee here.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're right near.
So
Coffee
Whose
Central.
idea was it
Okay,
to make
question.
a portal to this area?
question.
No.
When you say that coffee is a psychotic, is it a stimulant psychotic or
Yes.
a depressant psychotic? So it's
Stimulant.
like ice.
Hyperact, yes, basically. It's the equivalent of.
So
It's methamphetamine.
Yes, it is.
Yay.
basically, they were giving a, like equivalent of coffee beans to something about yay big, and they were eating full coffee beans.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
So that was why they were going hyper. It wasn't because it was coffee; it was because the amount of coffee they were
Yeah.
getting.
Mm.
And the Axbeak went psychotic because it didn't sleep for over a week because it was always having coffee beans in.
Can I ask, so
Overstimulating
what's an
itself.
axe beak?
It is imagine a
Cassowary.
raptor
Cassowary with an
Oh,
axe
okay.
on the front. As
Oh,
a beak.
okay.
and it's an ambush predator.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So don't relieve yourself near it.
No, it was
I
an
was
it
originally
was an ambush
planning on
predator.
pushing on the cassowary, but now I won't.
It was an ambush predator. Now it's turned into a lazy sack of garbage because some sort of elf decided to cause dinner every time.
Oh,
No,
there's that
I'm
too.
pretty sure he's gonna have to stop being lazy.
A lazy
now.
sack of garbage, yes.
Yeah, and he's probably going to go after the dwarf.
No, he knows who the dwarf is because he met the dwarf first.
Yeah, but the dwarf no longer giving him food.
But he doesn't understand that.
I don't think. Anyway,
Does
we'll,
that mean
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
And so there is a really large polar bear in the room, just snoring away and looking sad.
Is this
I was
in
really
addition to the
hoping
cassowary
that
wants
polar
to
bear
kill us?
turned.
It's different to the cassowary who wants to kill you.
He's
They've
completely
talked to him a
opposite.
few times.
Okay.
He's a very sweet bear until someone annoys him or takes away his princess.
Who's the princess?
Was the
Aw.
princess, now a dwarf.
Oh, does
The
he?
princess was the elf.
It's one of my many things I've changed.
I'm just gonna assume that I'm not gonna understand any of this, so. Let's
Stefan's
just
playing
continue.
the split personality disorder character.
No, not just split personality, split gender.
No, that is
split.
It doesn't matter. That's the whole personality. Personalities doesn't have to be.
He's well fragmented.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't have to be like. Split personality is anything from gender to race to language.
It almost got to the point of, what are we playing today, Stefan?
I think one time I played like
Roll a
3
d20. What are you
different
playing?
characters in one session or something. It was
Yeah, because
interesting.
you got caught in a Pokeball, and you're just like.
Third character comes out, and the first one gets released. Damn it.
Okay, so yes, you're around the table. There is a knock at the door.
Of course there's a knock on the door.
And the butler decides to walk further away from the door, and you can hear him walking upstairs.
Catherine runs to the door.
You go to the door?
I run to the door.
Yep.
Is there people?
Sure.
Oh, no, here we go.
I look through the
Oh,
people.
no.
What do I
Oh,
see?
You just put your head through the door.
No, he said there was a people.
Yeah, there would be if you put your head through the door.
It didn't say you
Did I put my head through the door?
No, but you can if
good.
you want to.
No. What do I see?
Give me a perception roll. Let's see if you can actually see something. And yes, you get to get your dice.
This one?
Yep.
Right, just checking.
So I was tempted to
I've
say,
stuffed this up before.
I was tempted to say no, but I will do that to you.
That doesn't look good.
So the 1,
5.
5.
Um,
Plus whatever your perception.
Yes, having your character sheet out would also help.
my perception is skill and it's +5.
Yeah, your perception skill +5.
Yeah, it is. I remembered that much.
Your perception skill is +5. And you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
So that means 10.
10.
Okay, looking out there, there's no one there. And you hear a knock on the door on the other side.
I open the door a crack.
There is a gnome there. He's got
I say hello.
In what language?
I start off in common, which is I think Phaeacian.
He looks at you and goes, okay. I'm looking for someone by the name of Yodreb.
Oh, I know a Yodri.
I'm hiding.
Please be patient and wait here, and I will go and see if I can find him.
Okay.
I close door,
Yep.
and then I run off to see if I can find Yodri. I have a very good sense of smell, don't I?
Okay, that's not
Do I have to roll?
No, he's in the dining room because he didn't hear anything.
Okay, I pick up Yodri by the collar
Yep.
and carry him to the door. I don't put him out the door, I just carry him to the door.
You're about the only one that. I'm the only one that you can be able to do that to, by the way.
You're a gnome. Live with it.
No, I'm a half.
What's the difference?
Halfling, sorry.
Same,
Just a
same
small-
piece.
Hey.
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
Okay. So yes, the door opens and you can see a familiar-looking gnome staring up at you. You are currently suspended off the ground.
Not that high up.
No, not that high up. I'm only like the size of a.
Well, all you have to do is you're holding him above where his feet aren't touching the floor, and the gnome has to
Oh
look
no,
up.
I'm not doing it cruelly. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Hey, this reminds me of a scene from Star Wars with Greedo and Han Solo. Except
You wanna shoot first?
I don't have anything to shoot him with. And he probably does.
So, what do you say?
Hello.
Yeah.
Your truth. I finally found you. He pulls out a document, and just you can hear unfolding.
Pity you weren't a fire dragon, because that would be.
By the council of blah blah blah, you have been banished.
I can do dancing lights. Would you want me to do that?
No, I prefer fireball on the parchment.
I got lightning bolt.
No, it won't work. I reckon that gnome's got some type of gnomish device that will enhance his lightning catcher.
He just looks at you as you're talking about various ways of harming him with energy attacks.
I would never harm a gnome.
No,
Unless he stabbed me in the foot or something.
no, he's energy resistant.
No, not energy resistant.
Are all gnomes energy resistant?
I'm running around in their little weird armor type stuff, or they're flying in their airships.
Okay. He
And
says,
the
I'm on the
rabbit's
ground
down
at the
in
moment. I don't know what you're on.
I asked.
But,
Oh, sorry.
but I have a proclamation here stating that you are wanted for crimes against the city of Saradine.
I pick up Yodri and walking back inside and slam the door.
Yes, but we're in Moldavia, so ha!
Extradition law.
No, they don't.
And he just boom, 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 boom.
I'm running down the hall with Yodri.
Please
Even
knock the
I know
door.
that's
Yo.
not good.
Does everyone hear the knock at the door?
Yo.
I go to Cheval because Cheval's the most responsible person I know, and I tell Cheval.
Oh, come on.
I'm also the most illegal person here, but anyway, what's going on?
I relate to you about the gnome and I'm pointing at Yodri and chattering at 100 miles an hour.
Okay, let's slow it down a few notches. What's going on?
He boom, 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 boom.
I point to Yodri.
You remember how I said that I flew a gnomish flying? Yeah, they just decided. They finally caught up.
Is flying illegal here?
When you don't get permission before taking someone's flying device, yes.
And it's full of drugs
There you
that
go.
you own
And
up.
then you crash said flying device.
And it's full of cargo that you sort of damaged on the way down and dumped it all over the place. And
So, I'm guessing you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble, but not as bad as you.
Is being on fire illegal here?
Yeah, well, at least I'll be
The
just
funny
in
thing
prison.
is, I could leave this region and not be in trouble.
How are you going to leave?
That's a good question. I'll figure that out later. yeah. I've got a fiery horse elemental that'll get me the hell out of here.
Well, sure, that's going to go well down in poetry. Out in Ethengar.
Yes, I'm going to go into the tall, dry fields of
This is
grass with
why he's
my
got asbestos
waving
boots.
horse.
No, but he's got asbestos boots, so he can't set the forest and grasslands on fire. We've already asked this. This is why he got asbestos boots.
Yeah, but
Guys are no
if he
fun.
wants to go quicker, he'll take them off.
But his horse doesn't.
Okay.
Go to door.
Yep.
So how many was there? There was only one.
Looking outside door through.
Okay, where's the rest of them?
Give me a perception roll.
I rolled a 7.
There's no one there.
I got yeah.
No.
It's obviously not a peephole level. Intelligence roll to think of. Is there anything shorter than the peephole?
Oh, there's lots of things shorter than the peephole, including Yodro.
Is this the gnome still?
Yeah.
I'm telling there's a gnome out there.
Why is there a gnome out there?
He wants to take
Why-
Yodri
why-
to jail.
It's a no bounty hunter.
I suggest you set him on fire.
No, I was doing
There's
the
no reason
parchment.
to do that.
Is there perhaps another
No,
exit?
ask to read the parchment.
That might work.
Yeah, actually, open the door.
Yep. He looks up. Hello, I'm here to
Is
see
he blind by
Yodro.
my holy?
What's your character's name again?
Your dream.
Imdra.
Yeah.
Emdrick.
What reason do you need to see your dream?
Because he's committed crimes against the city of Saradane.
Can I see your legal documents?
So sure, he just starts unrolling it. It's only gnomish.
I can read gnome.
Give me 1 second while I go get a translator. Close this door. Who can speak gnomish?
Me!
Then you hear someone in the background. Me.
Whoever said me, I need you for a second.
I'm already at his elbow. I followed him back to the door.
And your coffee gnome's following you too.
Oh!
Well, he's a gnome after all.
Okay,
I
open the door.
ask Grindelwaffle if he'll read the document for me.
Sure.
Okay, open door.
Okay.
I
this
tell
has gone-
Grindelwaffle not to trust this gnome and remember who his employer is.
I say sorry about that. I've now got my translator.
And so he goes, "Oh, you," says the guy standing out the door. Yeah, I know you. You're the one who's working for a dragon, aren't you?
Do I do Grindelwaffle?
You can do Grindelwald.
Okay. So yes, I've been in this dragon's employ for some time now. I would like to look at this document that you've got for my pupils.
Sure. He says, you start winding here and just keep winding down to the bottom bit, and
I'm presuming that as Grindelwald is known, he knows how to make this function, so he does.
He does.
And what does he discover?
That is the equivalent of about 200-300 pages in scrolling.
Okay. I tell him I need adequate time to digest this document.
As you're a gnome, you should be able to do it pretty fast.
I would still
Call
like
me in the
adequate
morning,
time
this is
to
gonna be
digest
a
this
while.
document.
It's okay, I can just go stay at the local town nearby and talk to them all about the paladin who's here. I'll see you later.
What paladin?
He says he starts walking off.
What paladin?
Oh,
I answer the door. I'm shining in holy light. Hello.
You say Grindelwald was good at lying.
no, he doesn't have to.
Should we invite him to stay with us so that he doesn't go and tell the rest of the town that...
Sure, I'm pretty sure there's a way we can sort this stuff out.
Okay, so I call him back and invite him in to stay with us so that he is not indisposed monetarily by having to pay for an inn while I digest this document.
Well, he's happy that you invited him in.
Am I in trouble?
No,
No, he's going to go straight for your drink.
No, he's not a bloody vampire. Mind you, this is going to be amusing seeing the dragon eat the bread because you're digesting the.
No, the gnome is digesting the...
Okay, so the gnome's going to
Grindel
start
waffle.
eating the.
My coffee gnome.
Okay.
I've had the coffee gnome for some time.
Yes, but I'm just seeing a gnome trying to eat the parchment.
No, he's not trying to eat it.
Nom, nom.
He's reading it.
He's not that silly. He knows where he gets his coffee beans from.
So me and Grindelwald will curl up while Grindelwald reads the document.
Yep.
You guys get to deal with the gnome.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
Can I
So
search
Zal comes out
for
like, who's
an
this?
alternative exit that is not involving the gnome and the door?
It's the window.
there are windows.
Your emergency exits are here.
There's a lot of fog out there at the moment.
You don't
Got
want to
here
go
by
out.
portal.
Actually,
Except the problem was the portal didn't actually have a opening on this side.
Oh, good.
It's one of those portals where you fall through and you're on the other side.
Oh, good.
Everyone here managed to fall flat on their face coming through.
Except for me.
Well, yeah, you had wings.
Yeah.
Is there a sort of parkour-esque way you can get out of the window?
Yes, quite easily you could just
Calm down, Captain Bex.
actually, what time is it?
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell. There's just fog everywhere.
It's 8:04 p.m. But
Actually, so if the gnome was walking outside, we didn't get mugged or anything, so it must be daytime.
I don't know, I can't tell what time it is because the sun keeps following us.
we play nighttime, daytime.
Oh,
I like that game.
sorry.
Hey, that'd be interesting. I wonder if you go outside and the fog will actually like you or not.
Is the fog sentient?
We don't know.
Oh, well, that'll be fun.
There's
to
something in
explore.
the fog that's sent in.
Well, okay.
Well, Zal has never been able to find out because Zal's never been able to get into the fog.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. The fog parts for Zal and just hates all of us.
Oh.
Hey, it's the hour a bit more.
Mind you, I have a compass that can lead us to the witches.
Interesting.
And the witches were offering to give you free injections of stuff.
Because that's not dodgy at all.
Gu- Guaranteed to give you like hair of the dog or things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Pirate's brew's good.
Made from real pirates.
Okay.
Now, that might be a good idea to bring back the princess by getting the bottled elven princess back.
They might not know how.
We just need to find a bottle that says drink me.
Well, you
It
just-
even has the same effect.
You just have to write the lettering and I'm sure he'll drink it.
I don't know. The placebo effect is pretty strong. We could just make one.
Yes, I'll just turn up in a dress next
wow.
morning.
At least now you can use
Hey, listen,
music.
it's not the weirdest thing we've seen this campaign, okay?
So, did all his clothes get changed as well?
No.
So he is running around in a dress.
Yes.
Mm.
Like I
Pretty
said,
sure it would have changed in the interim. At least I hope so.
you haven't had time.
Alright, I'm gonna get changed then. That would be nice.
Yeah, but
Well, no one really complained about it either.
Mm.
You've been wearing this stuff for so long now.
We're just finding it funny.
That's
Yeah, well, it was many years you've been wearing that clothing.
That's true.
Not the same dress.
Didn't really need to buy more.
It's magic.
Hmm.
A dress that never gets dirty and doesn't need mending.
I'm imagining the stink.
No,
No.
she kept herself
It
clean.
unstinks
Doesn't it?
itself,
Yeah.
It unstinks itself.
but I still stink.
Oh. That's good.
So it counteracts.
Just don't let him near the werewolf perfume.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that's right. Oh. You're gonna have a lot of people hunting you down now.
Says the person with the gnome at his door.
Yes, gnome. A whole group of angry teenagers
That's fine.
That
let's-
happen to
let's
be-
deal with this problem
that
right
happen to be
here.
lycanthropy.
That's fine. Let's deal with
It's
the
just because
gnome
there's a
at the
whole
door.
lot of twihards
No.
looking for their sparkly elf.
It's gonna be funny when word gets out that you killed the elf. All of her fan base is going to send you so much hate, man.
Yeah, if they can find me.
So,
first.
how did you find me?
Yeah, they follow the holy light.
Oh,
it's over there.
I heard that you were at the School of Magic, and this was the first tower I came across.
What?
I got lost in the fog.
Yeah, except this is like nearly the northern part of the.
You know how much fog there is up here?
No, because I only know how to get to one spot in this fog. And it happens to be the tower of where the witches are.
It's okay, he pulls out his one and seems to be pointing directly at you.
Yeah.
Ah, you
Because
got
of
one
the-
of those ones, you prick.
Well, if you're gonna hunt someone down, you gotta find them.
So, let's see. Sleight of hand.
So I don't think that's gonna work.
No, but he's got a compass that points to whatever your heart's desire.
Calm down,
Is
Jack Sparrow.
that what it is? Hmm.
Or one that's pointing to something else.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, one specifically made for your dream.
Well, the only way would they have that if they have a bit of me.
Not
I don't-
necessarily. Divination magic can do it without.
I need to get something that protects me from divination magic.
Yeah, so it's just a little amulet. Just a little giving up one of your attunement slots. Nothing too important.
No, I've currently got one that gives me protection from bloody magic missiles.
Very specific.
Yeah, because my previous character got machine guns nearly to death by a whole lot of magic missiles.
And he's in a nation where the standard soldier learns magic missile.
Of course.
Well, hey, imagine 50 soldiers each doing a magic missile before they pull out their sword.
Impressive.
Anywhere
Artillery
from 1
and infantry.
On the,
anywhere from 50 to 200 damage.
on the plus side, if they now do it to me, there's a good chance it fires back at me.
Yeah, the first four. The other,
The other one-
196 would still hit you.
No, they miss.
Anyway,
I'm
Kendra
immune to
is
it.
intrigued by this show of technology and asks, "Oh, can I see that?"
He says, sure.
She takes it and looks at it intently.
It just seems
So I start moving around the room. Let me guess, the arrow starts following me around.
Yep.
So how does this work?
We just, ask the gods for someone who has perpetrated a heinous crime against the people.
Heinous?
Penis.
Well, he stole a lot of supplies meant for helping people, and then dumped them all over a mountain, so they were useless, and lots of people died.
Oh well.
So he's wanted for at least 100 deaths.
Oh,
Well,
He just dumped the cargo.
Well, I mean,
I was putting the landing gear down. You should actually have something that's readable for.
You shouldn't have stolen the ship.
You didn't steal it. You borrowed it. Somebody left the engine running. It's just saying, please, I want to leave this area. I'm going, yeah, fair enough.
In a place where no one else was allowed. Or written in Gnomish.
That's the problem.
That's the reason why no one else is told how to use those things.
No, if you got all the warnings in Gnomish, no one will pay attention to it.
Well, no one but Gnomish was supposed to be there.
So hypothetically, if he were to save 100 lives, the arrow would not point to him anymore.
Yes, but
It doesn't work that
Depends
way
on-
because I have saved around about 100 odd lives.
Oh, my buttock.
you got 100 lives over your buttocks. The nose is looking at you. That's an interesting set of buttocks you got there.
Don't worry, it's only changed.
Yeah,
now.
it's more like depending on whose lives matter. Is that
Oh,
correct?
whose lives
No.
matter here?
Well, they weren't
He-
gnome lives.
What?
They weren't. He didn't do anything to help the gnomish people.
Oh,
So if he was to say help the gnomish people, they might just say, well, we might let this one slide, but the next one will get.
Okay, so what is the the grease to conk the wheels thing?
Well-
You've got something to do, don't you?
Well, no, you've got to go talk to the person in charge. I just been told to bring you in. Dead or alive, I don't mind. And re-dead is also good. Multiple
No.
deaths is actually my specialty.
Ooh, necromancy.
Oh no, I just let other people raise him and then I just kill them again. It's fun.
Oh, I see.
I prefer doing
Disturbing.
the,
I write more down in my notebook.
You can actually get he starts describing these items that will resurrect people when they die, and basically then you can charge them for the resurrections as well as the deaths.
Oh. Is this what they call late stage capitalism?
A little bit like that.
Mm.
And then you can also have the whole you've been executed for a crime against the people, and you can execute them multiple times in different ways to make up for all the crimes they've committed.
Interesting. Hmm.
Yes, these gnomes are sadistic.
Indeed.
I've just lived in the world for a while, he says.
Hey, how about we go for a boat trip?
I don't call my things boats. Only someone who doesn't know how to fly would call them a boat.
I'm not calling your bloody ships a boat.
That's probably why you crashed. They go up and down as well as left or right, he says.
I
You
think-
just went down and went.
No, I actually went further than just down.
Well, we were quite a way up when you took off with it.
I did make it into horseland.
You did. And the vehicle was not recoverable.
It was when I left it.
No, you crashed it.
Yeah.
And then it set fire to it.
I didn't set fire to it.
Well, someone did.
Intriguing. Who set
No,
fire to
if-
it?
If anyone set fire to it, wouldn't that start a grass fire?
Not necessarily. Depends on how hot the fire is.
Do we have evidence of this arsonist?
Well, we have the evidence of who last took it. They were responsible for it. If he was only borrowing it, he didn't return it in the condition he borrowed it in. He did say borrow, which meant he intended to return, and if he didn't look after what he borrowed, then it is his responsibility by his own words. So we'd like a fully working vehicle back for this.
I'm sure we could arrange that, right? I elbow.
Big difference in vehicles here. I'm more familiar with ones that go across the water. That one there goes into air.
Your life versus engineering.
So you want to work it off then?
Work it off. Yeah, I can work it off. Just give me a good ship and I'll definitely be able to work it
We'll
off.
just get you a treadmill and you can just keep
No,
going until...
I'm not being one of your bloody gerbil things.
Well, that will work it off. What, losing a few pounds at the same time could trim you up a little bit?
You calling me fat?
Yes.
Isn't he a halfling, like, already stick figure?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not the pudgy stout ones. I'm seafaring ones. Which nice trim.
And he still calls you fat.
That explains why you couldn't fly.
Not enough ballast?
Everything.
I've sailed in
I'd
seas
like to kill
flying
him.
water.
Unfortunately, he's also got his crewmates around here somewhere. So where are they?
Close.
Probably by now.
No,
It's Glantry, who knows?
they're sneaky little bastards. You'll have at least one little assassin around here somewhere.
I'm sure I can hire one, though I'm sure there's plenty in this room here who would assassinate for a cause.
Like, pointedly at
Sounds wrong.
So would your paladin like a free trip out of the country for killing the halfling?
So let me guess. For me to get rid of get the paladin out of this area, I have to go with you.
Oh, possibly. That sounds like a great idea. Glad you suggested it.
Ooh.
So Aesius pulls out another contract. You just sign here.
I'm not signing anything.
No, it's been put in front of your drink.
How many of these documents have you got?
More than enough.
It's a contract for everything.
Great.
I work in contract law. Didn't you know that?
You're a bloody lawyer.
It's part of my magic. I can always pull out another scroll.
He's got a bag of scrolls. Like I've got a
Bag
bag-
scrolling.
like I've got my Pokemon bag, the bag of tricks. Which
Yeah,
I've
you
got-
don't get to choose which one you pull out. I choose Fluffy Ball. Rhino. Whoops.
That'll be interesting. I'm not throwing it at a note.
He summons my axe beak, and then my axe beak just looks at him. What?
No,
It goes from sleeping over there to sleeping over there. Oh.
While on top of the gnome.
So he looks around. So is anyone going to discuss things? We've got contract here. Your halfling is wanted by the state.
Yes, but do you have extradition rights for Moldavia?
I can get it. I just have to offer him something he wants.
Oh, that's great.
It's not like I am one of the halflings, dwarves, or paladins that he hates.
No, I'm sanctioned. Sanctioned.
Yes, you are sanctioned, but sanctioned doesn't mean liked.
Yeah,
Sanctioned means that today we won't kill you, tomorrow maybe something different.
yeah. Unfortunately, that makes it a problem.
Yeah. He's glowingness over there.
Yeah. Which basically gets rid of all sanctioned stuff.
Yes, associating with a paladin can be considered bad.
Yes. And you being in this room is also associated with him.
No, I've got the legal documents to say otherwise.
Which ones?
I'm not showing them to you. You have a reputation of stealing things, including things that are nailed down, like the ship you took off. It was nailed down and you still stole it.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
If it was nailed down, I wouldn't have been able to take it.
You still managed to do so.
Well, yeah. I would like my fee for showing you how it's easy to break into your security systems. You should be able. You should have now been able to tweak that, haven't you?
Oh, well, we do have anti-halfling technology up there now.
What does that involve?
Just
I'm offering a food near the thing we don't want them to deal with.
That doesn't always work.
Oh,
I know, but it
see.
works fairly often. And if not food, we put something shiny on the other side and we see which way they go.
Do you
Still
have any
that way
data
would-
on which
Still
works
like.
best?
I don't know. Well, we still haven't had a successful capture release program yet, so we're going to try it out on this guy and see how that worked. And worst case, neither of them works. We'll just show him the door and let him go.
Interesting.
Yeah, he said let him go. Happens to be like, was it 10,000 feet?
Where's Disney Princess when you need her?
You don't need all that feet.
Yeah,
Disney
unfortunately,
Princess
charm
wants to know
doesn't
what
work
the,
that long enough.
Saving throw is for a scroll.
You're trying to destroy another scroll?
No, I'm trying to use one, but it doesn't stay with the saving throw. It just says target makes a will save.
Yes, they do. They're based on your DC
Oh,
because
my
you're the one.
DC.
You're the one using the scroll.
Oh.
You create the DC,
Okay.
so it's your spellcasting DC,
Right.
which means scrolls aren't as powerful as they used to be.
Okay.
But if you really want to look up scrolls properly, they'll be in the treasure section under scrolls. That's where most of the rules on how things work are.
Okay.
So DMG.
Oh, okay. Cool. Anyway,
Okay.
Do a thing?
I was contemplating using a command scroll.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
You can
Yep.
give it a try.
I'm using command scroll on Yodri.
I'm activating my trap card.
Yodri.
Yep.
What about the other gnome?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
So-
He's sick of the party fucking him over, so he's gonna start fucking the party over.
Okay,
Well, he's gone back to Emdrak, which was this way.
Yes.
If it had been the elf with the Disney princess, she would have tried to help everyone and sing a song, so they all get
That's
together.
beautiful.
And then the X-Beak would wake up and try to eat all the little animals that came in and supported her.
Mm.
Yeah, now Max Beast is just like,
It's the circle of life.
So what one word command do you give him?
Grovel.
Okay. So give me a will save for Yodriv.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Wisdom saving throw.
Actually, are you going to roll that using my halfling's luck?
Okay, you rolled a 1, did you?
Yeah.
Can I cancel that reroll with a reroll?
What did you get?
I got a 13.
Got a 13.
Well, at least it wasn't permanent.
So what's your spell DC?
Let's see. Spell DC is. Is plus proficiency?
It should be, I think it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your modifier. So what's your spellcasting modifier? Intelligence, charisma. So what's your charisma bonus?
Plus 2.
And your proficiency should be plus
3.
3.
So that's plus 5.
So
So
that makes 13.
13.
And you rolled a 13?
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
don't want any more of that.
So
want
scroll
anything
fizzles,
else?
I assume?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want anything else?
Do all the words just disappear?
And if it's anything on the scroll just also fades away.
Okay, cool.
Energy drink?
Sure.
So, do I actually know what happened?
Yes, he tried to help you. Give me a insight roll.
Yeah, it's all 11.
Yes, he tried to help you.
So it's not like Charm where you actually do know that
Well,
something.
you weren't under the effects of the spell. He
Yeah.
couldn't actually cast.
Okay.
It doesn't say you actually learned what it was.
Do you guys want drinks of any sort?
So you would have heard him say grovel, but you didn't know who he directed it at.
Cream soda, lemonade soda, raspberry.
Creaming. Sorry, what was the question?
He heard you say grovel, but he didn't understand who he said it.
Right. Okay, yes.
As he was busily in the middle of heated discussion with the gnome, trying to get him to
Yep. I was gonna get you fully set
not
this,
arrest
you
you.
get my shoes.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh.
Plus, we happen to be. Are we supposed to be also going north to find out more about that quest that we've been given? That we seem to be always sidetracked trying to complete.
That happened.
There was a
Shoes, but
quest?
it's nice to have.
Which you completed and can't remember.
Do we still have the stone?
Yeah.
So we haven't completed.
Well, you stole the stone.
No.
I have that, don't I? I've put it away.
Yes, we've liberated it. We need to return it back to its rightful owners. But we need
And
to
who
find
are the rightful owners?
currently the dragon at the moment.
Which
So apparently you don't have to return it anyway. It's now yours.
I'm happy with that.
What
No.
stone?
The
What stone?
Okay, so remember back at the tree where we disappeared, we lost our memory, and we ended up on the floating
Are you
barge?
describing that? I'm going to go
There
to the
was
bathroom.
a glowing stone
Yes,
that
that's
that led us to the tree. And can you get through?
And we presume
And
that was
I
one
ended
of
up
the,
with
the
that.
seeds. The
One of the seeds, yes.
Yep.
But every time we try to remember, we'd lose our memory and start back the day again.
Yes.
And all we could remember was the cat.
Yes.
And we believe it's the cat that's making us forget, but we try our best not to think about that day or the cat, and indeed how we got the stone, because every time we do, we Groundhog Day it.
This is very complicated, but you know. it's
we've
okay.
been through some shit.
well, we're supposed to be getting these stones, but then we ended up being on a barge.
We're skipping the dinosaurs.
No,
That
but
doesn't
then
help
we
me,
went
but
to.
sure.
We met
Well, if,
you on
if
the
you're
Isle
wondering
of
why
Strahd,
we're
which is
referencing Pokeballs before,
That's
why.
We got given the D&D equivalent of a Pokeball to catch some dinosaurs.
Oh,
don't
okay.
give them to sorcerers because they can empower them.
Okay.
As I found out that I managed. Normally you're only supposed to be able to catch one. I just managed to catch the half the party of the other 3 dinosaurs
Yes.
because I'm awesome.
Yes, you are.
Hmm.
But we don't have that Pokeball. Throwing a gnome in it.
Yeah, we don't have. Does Cheval have those Pokeballs?
No.
Oh, damn.
You lost
Yeah.
it.
No, because
That could solve all our problems here.
No, it
I'm
won't.
pretty
It'll just make matters
sure-
worse because then he's got his crew around. Actually,
We-
is he actually captaining it, or you find a captain and
Martin
decide
hand
someone?
waved the whole.
He doesn't say who he is.
How we got back to Galantry because we can't remember.
Actually,
So can I summarise what I heard in the kitchen incorrectly? The gnome says that if Yodri goes back to Gnome Land and does some sort of task for them, he will work off his debt for these crimes that we've got the scroll for.
Yep.
So why don't we just go? We need to get out of town anyway.
Is the gnomes he left in here?
No, he's still there.
No,
He
oh,
just
cool.
sits sitting there watching you discuss things.
Cool.
you've got a way of actually dimming the glowing one.
Yes.
Put a sack over his head.
Do you know if your family has any blank scrolls in the house?
Because I
Or
don't think we
parchments?
would like to be
I do.
associated with him at the moment.
Well, everyone
my
has the
bag.
means.
Okay, can I have some parchment,
You
please?
can
by
have
killing
this
it,
much,
yes.
yes. I
they
have
mean.
pen too.
Alright.
You won't be brightly lit afterwards.
I keep Grindelwald.
I
So
would
you
like
can
to
do coffee
use the
orders.
scribe spell to copy this contract onto a piece of parchment.
Okay. Okay, so how many pieces of parchment do you have?
I don't think you've got enough.
I don't know
long is
how
this
many.
contract?
The contract is
300 odd pages.
about that, yes.
But
Okay.
isn't it the one that keeps on going?
No.
As soon as you think
You
of
don't have a
something.
spell to make my scroll longer.
No, I don't,
No.
sadly.
But you can start writing and go, out of paper.
You could summarise it.
Yeah, but then it's.
Why can't we keep the scroll for now?
What's your scroll?
It's probably empowered.
We'll give it back to him.
It's a
I
magic.
tell him I'll give him 1 gold to lend
Can
me
I-
the
can I
scroll for as
copy
long as
the-
I need it. But it'll be returned to him eventually.
Yes, but I need it.
Do you
But-
want the
We just want to borrow it for a little bit.
Yes, but it's under my authority. I need to cake it.
Oh.
do one of the pages have the list of charges?
No, they're spread throughout.
Is there an executive summary?
Yes, he's guilty. There's the summary.
Is that on one of the pages?
No, I'm just summarizing it for you.
Oh.
I've read it.
Okay. Does it require his signature?
No. That one required mine because I was charged with tracking him down.
Right. Okay.
I vote we just go and take care of this.
Alright.
We need to get out of
Yotri's
town.
not happy with that.
Well, that's my vote.
I
I'm,
agree.
Yes.
I'm sure the dragon's vote counts as more than most of the others.
Why?
You're a dragon.
I'm little.
It's
You're a
be-
dragon.
I know nothing.
Yes, but you can
But
fly.
you say these right nice things here about, we should deal with this first. So obviously you're wise.
It seems like the logical
Well,
thing to do, and
it's the sort of easier thing to do than the flaming elephant in the room.
yes, exactly. Staying in town is probably not a good idea. This gives us a good, legitimate excuse and clears up a mess for us at the same time.
Well, the fact that this is your uncle's lodge, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's probably peeved at us for the
He's
poor
going to
thing.
be really peeved being associated with a paladin.
That you're
Exactly.
getting urine
So we
dice
should
out.
get out of town.
He's not even here at the moment.
Well,
Yeah, but he knows.
Yeah, the only way that probably would lessen the blow is if we stick the paladin on a pike.
I like the paladin. We're not sticking him on.
Yeah,
a
I
pike.
know, but that's what's going to happen.
If anyone tries to stick the paladin on a pike, I will lightning them.
Yeah, we're not.
Definitely sounds a bit fishy to me.
Friends with people here. What do you mean fishy?
Actually, how
I
far?
don't understand.
Now the gnome says, isn't a pike a fish?
It is indeed. Nice pun, sir.
Yeah, but we don't have any pike around here. Too far north.
So I tell the gnome that are we decided? Are we going to Gnome Land and taking care of this and getting out of town?
I mean,
Is there a...
is there a time like an insight roll or something? I presume it's insight now that I've said it. Is there any way of sorting out the mess we've created right now?
created?
He created.
I didn't
Give me
give
an
a
insight
crap. No, this is Yodri's fault.
You mean
No, we're talking about the
Insight
fiery
roll.
elephant in the room.
Without,
That's an 18. That's pretty good.
that's 19.
Without killing him.
Yeah, but we don't want any deaths right now, if we can help it.
problem is killing him. He's currently the avatar of his god at the moment, so killing him won't be a big good idea anyway.
No.
I have borrowed my iPad for a
Did you
sec.
put him into a coma?
Can't read your character sheet properly.
Why are you?
Apparently Google Docs has
Why
decided to
was something mean
uninstall
to a
itself from my
coma?
phone.
Nothing wrong.
Would that help?
No, there was an update done.
I've done nothing wrong.
Right.
Just because this region's morals are twisted.
Why don't they like colour?
22.
Because they don't like the churches. And
Because they don't like religions,
Oh, okay.
except
Just
their own.
flat out anti-religion. Okay, fair enough.
22.
Okay, so from Zal's perspective, you do remember that he has, committed crimes against your family.
Who? What now?
multiple, like he murdered you.
And you've got your dad's
Who?
skull that
Me.
constantly reminds you of the fact that he was responsible for that. And then you're carrying this arrow that always tells you where his heart is.
Are we advocating to kill Chevelle?
No.
No,
It's just
no.
that his family members want him dead.
You just had someone who particularly has a vested interest in killing him make a what's the best way to deal with this situation? So I'm just pointing these things out
Yeah,
to you.
other than killing him, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So
You probably agree with putting him on the pike.
Yodri's the reason why we have to go to Gnome Land.
the few.
Not Chevelle.
No, I know. But the
but
few words
the
I've
problem
ever
is,
gotten out
if
of
we
my
hang
dad's
around with him,
skull
we're dead.
are, look over the. No,
We can leave
sorry. Half
What?
a prophecy.
We can leave town.
Not really. There's a problem of trying to leave town.
Why?
We don't know how to get out.
He's
we
got an
walk out
issue.
the door.
We walk out the door. We then go into the fog.
You have Zal with you.
Yeah.
We have Zal with us.
Yes. Okay, so you leave him for the land to eat?
No, he can come. He'll light the way. And people will strike at him first, and he's got more hit points. He's glowing.
Can I just suggestion on the gnome?
I love how you think that I'm a punching sponge, okay?
No, you're
I'm
not
5.
Actually, you don't have plate yet. do you?
Page 279.
Not yet.
Just to clarify, Mom, the few words I've ever gotten out of my dad's skull was like a prophecy, look over there, and now he's saying kill the paladin that solves all your problems.
Very much.
Yeah.
Oh yes! Natural 20. So that makes it
And
a...
for one of the few times in your life, your mother and father agree.
Do you want some real food?
No, I'm sure they
Well,
agree a hell
real
of a lot.
food or something?
Oh wait, I don't roll. Oh, I wasted a 20.
It's
But
not
you
a
look-
it's not a waste. You actually get the whole feeling of satisfaction
No,
of rolling a
you-
20.
No,
Just-
you look good while you're doing it.
But didn't you roll a check to cast suggestion on the gnome?
No,
yeah,
no.
but it turns out that's not the spell you make roll for. Some spells you just cast it and then they have to make a save.
So, what's the sentence or two you use?
The sentence is
These are not the gnomes. This is not the gnome you're looking for.
No, there's only one gnome in the room, and that's your.
Oh no, this is not the.
I was
halfling
happy
you're
with that
looking
one.
for.
This is not the name you're looking for. It's like, oh, I don't need
This
the
is not
barista.
the
You're right.
halfling
I don't
you're
need the
looking
barista.
for.
I just need the
well, it
halfling.
has to be along the lines they believe, so because it has to make the course of action sound reasonable.
I can stand in
So
front
I
of.
was thinking,
Yeah, great.
let's see. Okay.
The paladin and the halfling enter a room and one walks out.
I think you should follow us to keep Yodrick accountable and discuss technology with the.
Grindelwolf.
Kendall.
Oh,
Kendall.
Kendra.
Kendra, sorry.
While we complete these urgent mission, that's by the.
Zal.
Zal's.
Family. How much
That's
crap
two?
are we in?
That is a
God.
2.
I can't.
Apparently, he likes your suggestion.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Nice.
I'm being chaperoned
Amazing.
by a gnome.
And he pulls out his little book of notes and starts writing things about Yodrick.
Excellent.
All the things he's messed up already.
He hasn't done anything wrong yet.
Oh, excuse me. 100 lives.
He
Not,
didn't
in the,
sign.
not in the tower.
He didn't take responsibility. He kept putting the blame on other people. And
I
this start
wasn't
going
put-
down.
What? Blame on other people?
So it
Tried
wasn't
to
your
put
fault.
the
You
paladin
blamed
under
them
the
for not securing it properly. You blamed them for.
There
leaving
should
their
be some
keys in it.
accountability
You
there.
No, he's trying to avoid accountability.
That's what I mean.
But they should accept some accountability if they did not secure the vehicle.
The only way I'm going to do that is find.
What if they did secure the vehicle and he stole it anyway?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Mm. So he's just writing down the whole list of things Judref has been claiming.
Yep, that's fair.
Anything?
Is it to use in the prosecution?
You say can be used in the court of law.
Can it?
He's just preparing
You
the
have the right
prosecution
to-
documents.
I start
You have
speaking
the
in
right
a
to remain
non-gnomish language.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything
Does
you
he
say
understand
will
me?
be used in the court of law.
You didn't
What
specify the
language?
language.
Sorry, can and will be used in the court of law.
Probably,
Draconian?
probably one of the few ones who
Cannot
wouldn't
afford an
understand
attorney,
is
one will be
draconic
provided by the state.
or
Draconic?
What a bit.
He seems to understand that as
The
well.
current dynasty
Okay,
has no
I try
attorneys,
Orin.
therefore you will get
Doesn't
no
know that
attorneys.
Okay, I start speaking in Orin.
Okay,
Who
so
understands
no one else understands a word that you're saying,
That's fine.
other than your pocket gnome.
As long as the what's this gnome's name, by the way?
You didn't give it.
No one's
I asked the
asked.
gnome's name in gnomish.
It's Jeffrey.
it's Jeffrey.
My name's Jeff.
Sure, you can call me Jeffrey, he says.
Is that your real name?
No, but you can call me that.
But I want to know your real name.
Your friends are not particularly nice, he says.
No,
But
no,
I
no.
haven't
The
done
problem,
nothing wrong.
The
I-
problem.
Call me Jeffrey.
I've done nothing
No,
wrong.
no, no. The problem is you don't know. You don't need to know his real name because names have power.
How do
Especially
they have
around here.
power?
He says,
Can you
saying Judref's full name, and you can see your hair start to stand
Yeah.
up.
Can you also show the compass again?
No.
No, I'm not. Gonna,
What's
no,
the
I'm not going to do
compass?
anything. That's also another reason. If someone knows your real name, they can do that bloody hocus pocus thing.
What's a compass?
Something that points in a direction that is useful to you.
Can I look at one? I won't touch it, I promise.
He's got one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this shows you where the witches are, because
Oh,
that
okay.
happens to be the strongest
And
magnetic.
So it's currently going around like this.
You're just out of range, I think.
That doesn't make.
Are we going on an adventure or not?
Sounds like an adventure.
It's not
Well-
going fast, it's just a slow circle around.
All I got out of my insight roll was my dad telling me to kill the paladin. So
Unless you're.
I'm at a loss.
Well, he didn't come up with suggestions on how to do it. He just suggested that would get you out of your current problems.
Okay, so
Yes,
that
that's
could
not-
either
that's
be
exactly
your
what I was hoping for,
airship
but you know what
that
I want.
happens to be using a
Completed stage 2.
lot of magnetic interference.
This is the reason.
Why would I have an airship with a magnetic interference?
No, it's causing magnetic interference.
Why would it do that?
Why the hell is magnet going around in circle? They're going around in circle.
That doesn't point to north, does it?
No, because it normally points to where the bloody witch's hut is.
Well, what have you done recently to it? I'm sure you stole something else.
No, it's probably screwed up going through all those portals and other crap.
So, are we adventuring?
Because I've been like to
Adventure!
Have you met a witch recently?
What?
Have you met a witch recently?
Not that he knows.
No, not really.
Have you been to the witch's house?
Oh, what was it about 22 years ago?
Yes, and you didn't buy anything from them.
No, I did.
You did, that's
Um,
right. You bought the pirate grog.
The group seems to have agreed to going on an adventure, so I skip off to go pack my stuff.
Okay.
And I order.
You realise it's
waffle
already
to
packed.
do coffee supplies
He starts reading the coffee stat sheet.
and making sure that he puts it in XP-proof canisters again.
Ties him to the back of the XP heads where he can't get to them.
Okay, so the axe peak is going around in circles.
Kendra steals
Brenda
a couple
waffle
of
and I
handfuls of
stand by the
coffee
door
for
waiting to go.
Science.
Science.
For science. Also for letter. But for science mostly.
Are we going? How about now?
Okay. Kendra storms off.
So what my thing
Stop,
is,
stop.
with what the dwarf has suggested, is he agreeing with that, so we can actually continue on with our further madness of going north and trying to solve these missing seeds.
Well, you had convinced him through magic to follow Yodrev.
I didn't.
I know, but the party had.
I
So he's actually had no interest of helping you at this stage, because he's supposed to be following Yodrev.
So, what are we doing?
We're finding the gems again.
Okay, alright, let's go do that.
Okay.
because we were heading north to find the gems that were there, but they have probably moved on. It is. I mean, we could go.
The dwarf could ask Jeff on if he actually is the captain of the ship or he's hired because he could probably fly us towards the.
Why would I do that?
Because he's not going to ask.
Because flying's fun.
Yeah, but he'll find another way to escape his accountability. Hell no.
Well, if you got him on an airship, then he can't escape as easily as he can on land.
It's a quick
Yeah, you
escape.
can. Parachute and jump off.
He's
What
not
about the parachute?
likely to.
Ah, you don't know
I
him
don't.
as well as I've known
I
him.
don't have the levitate spell yet or fly.
But you have the balance spell.
What?
You cast balance.
No, wrong character.
Doesn't bounce do like half damage though?
Can we
Height-
decide to go
height-
somewhere, please?
Height plus half damage.
Yeah, let's go do something.
Well, if he's gonna follow us around, then we may as well take the seed that we have back to the
Wizards of
winery.
Wines.
Okay.
Because that was near here.
About
And
4 days travel from here in the fog.
Let's go.
Okay.
That's logical.
Kendra
Oh.
stomps out and then points her sword at the fog. What is this? Tell me what this is.
It's mist. It's caused by.
Vaporized water.
Is it dangerous? Will it hurt me?
If
you
you,
No,
if
not you.
if-
Paladin, yes.
if-
No,
if
actually, it is terrible for cats because then they get that awful wet cat smell.
Oh.
if you step out into the fog without
Zal.
me, essentially, yes, you will get lost in the fog, and there's not nice things in the fog. You don't want to stray too far.
Well, the plus thing we
Hang on. What was the? Oh no, it's your.
We
you
never-
suspected it was your dad's skull. Thing.
I
That makes it.
I don't know.
No, I think it's
what
more of the
makes me
bloodline.
special yet. I don't think.
Can I test out a theory? Can I try
Actually,
and approach the fog?
if
Yep.
it's his blood, if it's the
God,
bloodline,
How
it
do you
means
approach
that-
the fog? You wink at it
Hello,
slowly and
fog.
then settle it over.
Yeah,
Slowly and carefully.
yeah, if it's the blood, because you're sort of supposed to be blood related for some weird
Well,
alchemy.
now I have necromancy in my blood, literally.
Not anymore.
No.
You
No.
got ripped
Oh,
out, remember?
God.
Yeah, actually no.
You're completely bereft of all necromancy.
Yeah, that's right.
But you are now Mdrak again, which is technically
Yeah, but all
my
necromancy.
bloodline.
Endrak minus the necromancy.
Yeah, so basically.
Because you pulled that out, remember?
I did
No.
pull that up, but
Yeah.
does that make him not my pseudo brother anymore?
Well, he can't use anything to look for necromancy, it just doesn't work on him.
Yeah.
And it means that he might actually become. The fog might actually attack him like an antibody.
I don't.
Yeah, we'll see.
Sorry.
What
Okay, so you go into the fog.
Just like a meter into it.
And in a setting that deals in feet and inches, you just wander, roughly out into this strange amount.
Well, that saves
And-
us with the trying to get rid of the dwarf.
Bye.
And then you realise, we're not metric here. Where did this metric term come from?
What do I roll for metric?
Metric 3 steps.
D10.
It's a yard, man.
So yes, you step out in there and you feel wet.
Okay.
You have that wet dog feel.
Well, that answers that question then. I'll try and come back and hope I don't fail.
Sure, I'll give you a perception roll. Let's see how well you are at hiding your arm. If you can roll under 5.
Under 5?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
It's possible, some people can do it.
5!
But it's not under.
I'll come on 5 and under.
No, he was told to roll under 5.
5 and under.
So what would you get total of 5?
Oh, right. I didn't realise.
It's a perception.
Okay.
I don't think you can roll
That's 6 then.
It was possible for him to roll under 5. Okay, you actually managed to find the tower.
Ah,
It was under 5 and you couldn't find the tower.
Yeah, 25%
Oh, okay.
chance of not finding the tower.
Marco.
that's just me.
I will come back inside, grab a towel, and dry myself off.
That's
Where
right.
are the
You don't.
towels?
I will assume.
You pull some, what looks like towel-like material off the wall.
Off the wall. Okay.
Yeah, it's a curtain.
I hope it wasn't
Don't
important.
worry, it was only a tartan.
Yeah, it's not
A
important.
clan tartan.
I thought that's the wrong area, isn't it?
No, this area has a do.
Okay.
Zal stops Mdrak and directs him. Presumably, I know where the
Tablecloth. That will work.
Yeah, too
Butler, where'd Butler go?
That was it. Predestined.
After seeing what you guys were doing, he went to bed.
Yeah, he gave up. He was like, "This is not my day," and went back to bed.
Well, he just spent half a day serving someone a meal and coffee, and then all these other people showed up right after he finished serving, and he's like, "I'm going to bed."
Who's this?
And then realised the one person who was serving coffee was the one person who shouldn't be here.
He'll just pretend that they never happened.
Sorry. I was getting you food. What happened?
I went into the fog and I came back from the fog and.
And now wait. And then he started pulling whatever looked like something that could dry him off the wall. So he pulled a tartan off the wall.
Okay.
And then Zal stopped it because it's kind of Zal's
Yes.
home.
Unfortunately, the gnome will
So
not
we did not leave the
accept
tower?
any
Not
of
yet.
my suggestions, so somebody else would probably have
The
to
dwarf
suggest
did.
Were we not going to the winery?
Yes,
Fine.
but you need,
Yes,
you
that's why
you
I'm
need to
taking out the
convince
fog.
Jeff here that he needs to take us.
Can you tell the
That wasn't the deal
gnome-
he said. The deal was I follow you.
Can you tell
Okay.
the gnome to take Yodri to the winery so that
If-
he
if
can take
you're going
more
with me,
notes
you're
on
going with me
Yodri's
back home.
behaviour?
That's fine,
Yes.
but we need to get through the fog first. And the only person who can do that is.
Okay, so
I,
it's
didn't-
going to be
I
a
wasn't against leaving, just saying.
Mm.
You wanted just the fog, I just can't let you because it's just
That's
like.
fine.
It could have been funny. You could just walk behind him the entire way. It's like, look, I can put the
No,
fog
I
back.
was actually thought about that, and then I was like, no, I'm actually intrigued to see if it's past for him or not.
I am now Puss in Booting Zal and asking her why we haven't left for the winery yet. The dragon's bored.
I know the
She
dragon.
wants to go on an adventure.
Play with me now. Play.
Adventure!
I asked her if she's got her things.
Yes, I do.
Are they all ready?
Yes.
They're in your backpack.
Yes.
No one unpacked.
No, okay. Let's go then.
Yay!
No.
I pre-
Actually, does this have any non-coffee alcohol here?
You could always ask the butler. The gnome says, except I think he went to bed.
we are currently heading to a winery, so you might get lucky.
Or ask the paladin over there. I'm sure he's God knows.
Oh, great. Yes, I like to have some alcohol.
I tell your trade we're heading to the winery. Why didn't you wait for a few days?
No, amusingly,
Wait, no, I'm going to go with you.
amusingly, he's one of the gods who his followers signed the contract looking for you. So I could probably ask him for help.
We're going to the winery.
That would be interesting.
Yep.
So you're going to speak to a god while in an area that basically hates...
No, I already spoken to a god. I just have to speak to the paladin, show him the contract. Co-signed by one of his followers.
Is this the gnome talking?
Yep.
I put my hand gently over the gnome's mouth and start trying to walk him off so that we can go to the winery.
I gotta follow him, he says.
Winery.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes. So,
The dragon is very excited about going to the winery.
The dragon likes
I
what?
would be too.
The dragon doesn't like to sit still. I wake my axe pick up and get the other mounts.
He's snoring.
I wake the X speak up. Bouncing.
He sort of opens a blurry eye at you and then pushes it back down.
I tell him I'll give him a coffee, aka honeyed milk, if he'll get up and come with us.
He sort of looks at you.
I get Grindelwaffle to give him a honeyed milk.
Is that a
You-
cappuccino?
He uses some of the local milk because he ran out of milk.
baby chino because we can't give him. What was that? Sorry.
He stashed the milk from here because he ran out of milk. I think that's what he said.
I don't have any milk.
No.
Do I have cream?
Well, it's got some milk and cream here.
Where?
In the place here.
I tell Grindelwaffle to stock up on milk and cream.
He grabs plenty of milk and cream from here.
Okay, and then I ask Grindelwaffle to make a honey milk for the axe feed.
He will.
And then I give the axe feed some honey milk and tell him he needs to come with us if he wants more.
He seems very excited.
okay.
let's go.
So, so are we actually going to be walking or are we going to be riding?
We've got our mounts.
We should have all our
You
mounts
have
here.
your mounts.
Yeah, but how
Yeah.
quickly does the fog part for you?
Sofa does not wish to go. Cushion does not wish to go.
Oh, Cushion doesn't want to come with us.
Wants to wait for his mistress to return.
Okay.
I tell Cushion we might find his mistress on the way.
He doesn't speak.
Okay.
But I've been talking to Cushion this whole time.
I know.
But he hasn't been listening.
No, he has been listening. He just doesn't speak and understand. But he likes people talking at him.
I try to communicate to him that if he comes with us, then his mistress might turn up.
He just looks around and then goes back to sleep.
Aw.
Okay.
I still want to go, so.
Cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
That's one used for today.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, little man talk.
Yes. Long time no see.
I see you today already. I see you yesterday. I saw you day before. Why no long time see?
Because I've been dealing. Yeah, never mind.
You've not been looking. You lost eyesight, got right eyesight back.
Yeah, we could probably say that. So
You
you're
got eyesight back. He gives you a big hug.
and you're looking for the mistress.
Of
Your
course, where's the
princess.
mistress? Mistress not here. Came through chasing mistress, but no mistress.
Yes. Okay. But we have got mistress's friend wearing her dress.
No, false mistress.
No. I'm not saying false mistress. I'm just saying mistress's friend.
Nasty person.
But he might know where
Smell
mistress
bad.
is.
Smell bad.
I don't disagree about that.
Stole mistress clothes. Not nice person.
It's
We'll say borrowed her clothes.
I'm like almost tempted to cast Speak with Animals as well, just to be able to understand. Actually, you know what? Are you finally
the ring?
Use your
First
ring.
use of the ring.
Yeah, which you were supposed to
word.
use on the dinosaurs.
At which point you hear the stole mistress's clothes. Don't lie.
It smells bad. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know whether I should break it to Cushion.
No, you'll break his heart if you tell him that.
Mistress has left Cushion in our care, or she's had to go somewhere.
No. That his mistress and that stinky dwarf is the same thing.
I think if you break his heart, he'll trash your house. So
Yeah, I
Mistress
know.
has
That's
been
why I'm
cursed
just
to
like
look
I'm
like a
weighing the
stinky
pros
dwarf.
and cons. I'm just like,
You've
I
only
don't-
seen him angry once.
yeah, I know, and I'm
And he
like,
absolutely murdered the people he angered him.
I believe the mistress stated that you need to follow Mdrak for a while. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Considering you're both saying this with
Come
speak to
on,
animal,
I want to go.
Cushion understands. Cushion goes, no.
no, I didn't say anything. I just cast it so I could listen in.
Because
I didn't say anything.
Hey,
Not,
Mdrak.
not mistress, but for mistress. Mistress important, mistress best thing in world. I love mistress. Don't like nasty dwarf. Dwarf's bad.
That bear called you nasty, get it?
I'm not gonna argue with
Is
him.
there any
So
way we can make the bear feel better?
yes,
Give
we
his
have.
mistress back.
Yes, we have to go to the witch.
It's his favourite thing in the world.
Yeah. So to get him back, get the mistress back, we'll need to go to the witches, ask for a certain bottle which we have no idea what it
What was in it?
that
Because you were the only one who saw the bottle, and you were the only
I
one to
don't
drink
even
the bottle.
know if it was from the witches though.
no, but that's the
Wasn't.
only one that we know that's capable of doing it.
I don't know, how long have you not noticed?
I just noticed now.
What?
I registered them earlier, but I just realised they're the wrong colour now.
Well, they shouldn't be blue.
No, they're the correct colour, but they're not the same colour.
When did they go up?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking. How long have they been up?
we can change him back if you like.
No. I prefer blue.
Uh,
I'm just trying to figure out how long I haven't noticed it for.
We can make the
What was
white.
today?
Have you been in the bedroom?
No.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that won't help then.
We can make it white if you like.
She's getting out now. I'd say 5 hours is pretty good.
About the same length of time.
Are we talking days?
Yes.
Weeks?
We can if you like.
I didn't get them weeks ago, right? I only got them this week.
Years.
Can only be days.
How can I mess with you? They've been
Can
like
only be
that.
days, right?
Ariana, what you realise is they've been like that for 3 years. You've just been a bit colourblind until now.
No, they've been around the other way where they're white.
Yeah.
It is today.
Okay, thank God.
For once.
I was going mad for a second.
I was tempted to say I know the answer to how long you've had them, but I wanted to say I want to see where Martin takes this.
So we've now got the bear
And
confused.
now, my friends, we know how he buys me birthday presents in front of me and then surprises me on my birthday.
Yep, and the dragon is now confused about the curtains.
Can we go?
The draperies have confused you.
Okay, so if Cushion stays here,
And he's currently playing with a little ribbon.
I still like the idea that he's so sad.
yeah, unfortunately, charm doesn't last that long.
Also, they know they've been charmed.
And then he'll be angry with you for charming him and taking him away from his mistress.
Then I'll hide behind the
But
dwarf. Then he'll be
technically,
really
his
happy
mistress
about
is
it.
here. I can't speak with animals, can I?
And the sole reason why I used the ring was just to listen into Yodri trying to explain to him that he should come anyway because, reasons.
What? Tell him that he might
There-
find his mistress on the
well,
way.
You remember the mistress follows us around, so mistress may
You
come.
follow mistress. Mistress important.
Yes,
you
so
hang out-
mistress
Wait a
might
sec.
find us.
Remember how we were at the wine place with the
No.
nasty stick people and that?
He
No.
should remember that.
Didn't like place.
Okay, I think at this
Yes,
stage
but the
we're not
mistress
gonna
went.
get.
The mistress went back there. That's
Where-
where we're going to go and see the
Mistress
mistress.
not good there.
No, we're going.
Mistress was in tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where she disappeared to.
No.
Give me
Okay.
a light roll.
Can I do
Deception.
a
Deception.
persuasion?
No.
You're lying. Deception.
Is there actually a deception?
Yes,
Oh, there it
Yes.
is. I'm still decent with that, but no.
You were deceiving the poor bear.
I was about to say this.
We're
This
trying to take care of him.
That's a 14.
He just looks at you and goes, "No, like you."
Oh.
He turns around and points his butt in your direction and then puts himself down again.
So
Fine. Let's go.
And
The
you hear
polar
him
bear
sobbing.
is not coming with us.
Aww.
Wait, what happened?
You changed the curtains on me. Can't we at least make the bear partially happy before we go?
Alright.
The bear's missing his mistress.
I try to cheer the bear
Well,
up.
he's missing his favourite person in the world.
I know, but
I leave a note for the butler to please stable or look after the.
Can we slap some makeup on this guy so that he looks more like?
hey, let's try that.
Yeah, make him
Actually, I don't
However,
think.
Yeah, go on.
however, there.
What's the role
however,
for makeup slap?
However,
Actually, I
believe
don't think animal
Emdra-
friendship
Do you
will
have
work.
magic? I think it will require a hell lot of magic to do so.
She's got technology.
I do have technology.
Yes, you could shape him back into an elf and just cut off the excess skin.
I might do that.
Actually, I
Yeah,
don't.
let me pull out the knife. I'll whittle you down to an elf.
Yes.
Whittle you down or stretch you to an elf? Because I'm pretty
Stretch.
sure
I was
you
gonna
are.
say, yeah, isn't he
It'll
a
be a
dwarf,
miniature
so
elf.
shouldn't he-
It's a very
No,
small.
no, no.
You have silence and cure wounds. You can keep me silent while the procedure happens and cure me afterwards.
Okay.
The other, actually,
Either that.
This is about it. Leave the poor polar bear alone and let's move on.
Sure, come on.
actually,
No, no,
Um,
no.
We can.
I'm going to cast animal friendship.
Poor Paul bear.
We're
No,
here.
no, no. The thing is, it's all good as long as I don't hit him, or if he's smarter than 5, it won't work.
I really hope this goes wrong and your head gets bitten off. This polar bear has openly stated he is not going anywhere without the elf. The elf is no longer. We are now moving forward.
It's fun to play.
Apparently, it failed its saving throw.
No.
Mm.
Make a reroll for that.
Okay,
Yes,
so
you could.
Enel believes you are not going to cause it harm, but it doesn't mean it's going to go with you.
Come on.
But it just the spell gives you the
Let's
ability
just
that means
reassure
no.
him that we will try to help him find his mistress when we get back.
Yes, we pat it. We say we'll try and find your mistress, and we go.
Yep.
But we all know the truth behind that.
I come up to Cushion and say I'm sorry. He probably won't understand what for, but I'm sorry for your loss.
You're
Actually,
lo- you can't say lost because it could happen again.
if Cushion gets a wish spell, that'll be awesome.
Oh god. I'm about to call my gods in a minute.
What? Was that in character?
So does that sound like a religion roll?
No,
Sounds like a
that wasn't a religion
I'm
roll.
this close. Can we go?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you leave without cushion.
Goodness me.
So what are you riding?
I'm not. I'm walking.
That means we have to ride at like
Snail
30
pace.
feet.
Yeah, 30 feet around.
20 feet around,
No,
isn't it?
20
You're a
feet
dwarf.
around.
25.
25.
I'm only 30 feet on foot anyway, so we're not going to go much slower than what I can do.
Is there any other horses stabled here?
No.
You could probably raise one.
No, it's not fuck. It's GDI. Thank you.
No, it's fuck. Because I know
Figs and jam.
Can she summon a horse
No.
using your family methods?
That I don't know about.
You
Yeah,
want to
sure.
necromancy your horse.
She just used bones in the. Yeah.
That would look better.
So you're gonna. Well, cushion's the best source of bones at the moment.
No.
Great.
No. How is the town on the way?
No, it's the other way.
You don't want to go through a
Yeah,
town
we're not
with,
going through the town
with,
at all.
with the sun god's avatar walking with you.
No, I was just thinking if it was close enough that I could procure a couple of horses for the party members that
You
don't.
could. It's only about an hour's walk. I'm sure they can
Okay.
sit around for an hour twiddling their thumbs waiting for you.
No, but I've got the axe beak, so I would ride the axe beak in.
I'm not big enough for a dwarf to ride me, am I?
No, because you're
The only
really
one- the
I'm
only-
six.
You're about the same size as a dwarf, except you can
So-
stretch out longer.
So the only thing that's riding you at the moment's the gnome.
Yes.
Well, you have your horse, don't you? Or is that stabled at my sister's place?
I did at your sister's
Yeah, I've
place.
got Inferno, which I just summoned up.
Oh, you can summon him?
It's a water
It's
elemental.
elemental.
Oh, okay.
Named Inferno.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where's
It's because of his bloody fiery horses. What was it
Is-
called?
Aqua.
Aqua.
do we have Aqua or is that
He can
That's
summon
at
up
your
as well.
sister's place.
Also, we're all walking.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only animal you have with you is the axe beak.
And
Oh.
Cool, we're all walking.
Can I ride
Off
the
you
axe
go.
beak?
You could, yes. You jump up on
Can
the
I
axe
ride the
beak
axe
right
beak?
next to Zal.
Oh god.
So you got you, the dragon, the gnome, and the axe beak sort of book,
Yeah.
turning
we
around
know-
looking at you with the
I just
So what's the gnome doing?
I'm like,
no, just following you.
you know, how long does the speak with animals from the ring last as long as the actual casted spell?
It does.
Wait.
So the axe beak shows you and says,
How close
"What
was-
the hell are you doing?"
I didn't do it, the dragon did.
But it's your fault. You got on top. It's your dragon. He's your friend. I like him, but he's heavy.
Should I get off?
Yeah, kind
Okay,
of.
I get off. I apologise to the X-Beak.
He says, "Yes, that dragon thing. He should, get off it." He starts flicking his little wings around.
I
and
start
dancing
doing
around a
jazz
bit.
wings.
That's one thing. What's the hunting like around here? Because this axe beak's going to be getting.
Oh, there's probably plenty.
And coffee good, he says. Coffee good. Coffee. Best coffee for a while.
No,
Best coffee.
no,
Coffee
no,
was fantastic.
no.
No, I'm giving you honey milk and telling him it's
Good.
Made locally.
You,
Hey!
Because
You-
the thing is with lesser restoration is I can get rid of this. I can get rid of the actual psychotic. However, I can't get rid of the goddamn addiction of it.
I thought you cured the addiction.
no.
I get rid of the underlying condition. I
That's
don't
a
get rid of the.
force.
So like if
So,
so someone's an alcoholic, you can get rid of the drunkenness, but you
Yeah.
don't get rid of the alcoholism.
I'm pretty sure it's a 4th or 5th level spell
It
that
is.
gets rid of the rest of it. But we only have cure. Is it cure wounds?
Lesser restoration.
Oh, lesser restoration. So we only have lesser restoration between the two of us.
And you
so
do
both-
notice that he's talking a lot faster than he normally does.
Uh-oh.
I've only given him honeyed milk.
Made locally.
They put coffee in everything. That's why I refuse to drink anything here.
Oh, the milk has coffee in it. Really?
Everything
little
they
bit
drink has
coffee in
got
it.
coffee in it.
They
That's
make
why I
everything
was-
with coffee because that's their specialty.
Yeah.
That's why I like the witches so much because they didn't have coffee in it. They had
I
actually.
know this-
It's
to
been
know
mentioned
this-
multiple times earlier
To know this in character,
in this session.
medicine roll month.
What was that?
No, but you can't hear him. You just hear him squawking at
Yeah,
me.
but I hear him squawking at a million miles an hour.
Anyone got cure poison?
No, but if you lesser restoration him now, he's going to fall asleep, and then we're going.
Yeah, wasn't that the
nowhere.
side
At least
effect
he's
of
not
lesser?
attacking anyone right now.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
And
It
I'm-
means that
I
you
just want
won't
to know
be
what's
going.
making him squawk. So
And I'm currently mounted to him, so he can't go anywhere without me.
So you're trying to diagnose him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything.
No. Zol probably just knows out of the ether. He's just like, fuck, you've got some coffee somehow.
No, I'm the one who's.
I got a 15.
Yes, he does look like he's gotten himself into some coffee.
Great. However, Chauvel
I
wants to
didn't do
keep on moving on. I point out to Chauvel. Chauvel, you.
Zal. You're Chauvel.
I'm Chauvel.
I point out to myself. I shall go on.
Me? This axe beak is high on caffeine again.
No shit,
Chauvel, your axe beak is high on caffeine again.
No shit,
I
Sir
know.
Lucky knows. We've been talking about that
Off we go.
in Axpeak.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
if you ever seen the ostrich dance going, when an ostrich is
Oh, yeah.
happy, it's starting to do that while it's going off down the road.
I'm glad
That's
I'm
good.
on my little aqua pony.
He's very happy he's had coffee. He's
Of
always
which
happy
I
when
don't
he
think
has
we're going to
coffee.
be using mounts. I think we're all walking.
No. What my axe beak is doing laps around the party because we're all going too slow for him currently.
Yeah,
So
with
that's
the dragon
probably-
bouncing after it.
Yeah.
Probably. So the axe beak and the dragon are doing the axe beak and the
Okay.
dragon are doing laps around the party as the party slowly heads towards the
Well, you're the one.
So every now and then, everyone's getting a bit soaked as you're on the other side of the party.
Yeah,
So
it's
this
like
this
a
wall
sprinkler
of fog
system.
just keeps going
Yeah,
around.
unfortunately, I'll actually have to follow him around because he's the only one who knows where we're going.
I talked to Axbeak.
Calcrix. Or
Axbeak.
Axbeak.
Calcrix.
Calcrix, yeah.
Axbeak can have no more.
No more what?
Anything.
Well, no, the problem is
But
The
then
only-
how do
No.
we bribe it?
No, but the normal
It needs to learn to behave.
no the normal
Okay.
the normal milk is fine, but because Grindelwaffle got the milk from
here.
here.
Are you explaining this to me?
I'm explaining to both of you because
Okay.
you presume that he's stopped me in the axe beak and it's Strahd,
Okay.
which is probably not going to end well for him.
No.
No, because the Axbeak is
I'm
going
talking
here.
as we go.
He's already says the Axbeak is going. So we
I'm
have these
talking as we
conversations
go.
getting louder and quieter, louder and quieter.
Maybe we should have given Sofa some coffee.
No.
If
Sofa.
would I
Sofa's
Cushion.
gone.
The cushion, the
Cushion.
coffee.
would have I realised that the milk
And
there was
no.
milk or just he's gotten into coffee?
I
You
assure
did
you
know
both
that everything
I've
here is made with
only
coffee,
given
so-
honeyed milk to
So
the Axbeak.
so
But
so
every time you've given him something, he's gone hyperactive.
He's never reacted to the honey milk this way
No, this is
before.
the first time due to the fact that she's using local milk.
yeah.
But every time that, even if whether it was coffee or even then, he's still acted the same.
No, he didn't get hyperactive in the Dragon Isles when I was giving him honeyed milk.
Interesting.
But when you
I
gave him the
wrote
hot
it
chocolate,
down.
he did.
Yeah, so
Hot
anything-
chocolate doesn't work, so I've written in big capital letters down in the pages only honeyed milk for the Axbeak.
So it wasn't so much as bad as a reaction with the chocolate. It was just sugar high
Yeah.
rather than addicted. Oh my god, I'm
But we
like-
all agreed that it was bad,
So
and
the
so we switched
Axbeak
to
is
honeyed
addicted
milk.
to the sugar and the coffee.
now we just need to get him to alcohol.
So once
yeah,
she started saying
triple whammy.
the honeyed milk was coffee, he was fine. And she told me that, and Grindelwaffle,
Mm.
but I didn't think about the milk being from here before he made it. So that's fine. That's a mistake on all our parts.
No more drinking while in this region.
Okay, all good.
It's okay. He'll be the best one on watch because he won't go to sleep.
Mm.
We know how that.
Won't leave
Well,
people
it's
alone,
also-
but he won't go to sleep.
Sol's the only one who's going to be on watch because he's the only one who can see through this mist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're in for a long day.
Okay, so every time you see Chauvel, the mist close around Chauvel, it starts to take on a flaming sort of texture. And glow a sort of burnt orange around him.
Does it look like mist
Great.
looks like he's trying to strangle it?
No, it's sort of like,
It's like a back glow because he's physically glowing.
and the longer he's in it, the brighter it gets.
Oh really?
Is it like it's fuel?
It's more like it's a detection spell,
Great.
What does that mean?
meaning it detects paladins.
Yep.
The
So
mist detects paladins. We need to walk faster.
No.
Yes.
I probably need to get off the axe beakers running around in circles.
Okay,
And
I'll
walk with
run
the
around
party.
in circles with the Axbeak, and let's get the let's go faster.
Yeah. Okay.
So paladin here, paladin not here,
Jeff.
paladin here, paladin not here, paladin here, paladin not
Jeff,
here.
have you got any shackles?
Who?
I'm asking Jeff.
So
Yeah,
why would
for
I have
you.
shackles for? I've got contracts that they work better.
Yeah, but no, I was thinking of shackling the
It's true,
paladin.
real life too.
Well, if a paladin was to sign a contract, I can shackle him that way.
Why?
You're our prisoner,
No.
Why do we want to shackle?
so he's our prisoner. You have to,
But why would I want to prison someone so spectacular as that
I'll
paladin?
point out, last time we tried to do the "you're my slave" business, that worked out really well.
Let's just try and get out of here.
yeah, except I'm going to see the authority fronting up saying,
We're
yeah,
gonna
we
keep on moving.
Well, there's only one
I
sentence for
rolled
a
a 9
paladin.
to not shiver.
Yeah, I know.
You follow roll.
I rolled a 9 to not shiver in fear of the memory of being manacled.
Yeah, your explosion.
Okay, you're on the ground shivering in fear of the
Oh my
manacles.
God.
Hey, does
I
that mean you're
start
afraid?
nosing Mdrak with my nose and trying to get him to
Honestly, I
going.
wouldn't be surprised if the axe beak just picks you up.
And drags you.
And
I
drags
tell
you.
the axe beak to pick him up.
Axbeak grabs him by the leg with his beak and just drags him off into the mist.
No! No, get back here.
No,
Okay, he comes back leaving him
It's a
back
horror
in the
movie.
mist.
What?
They're bringing him with you.
No, the thing is, since the gnome isn't part of our party, as soon as he goes for a toilet break, that's the last we'll see the gnome.
Oh, so you haven't told him about
So
the
the gnome
secret?
says, "Oh,
No.
so you're planning my death as well?" Okay, so I'll just add that to the list.
Yeah, right.
I would suggest that we don't lose the gnome at this stage.
No, we can't lose the gnome because he's got all the information.
I
Plus,
invite the gnome to ride behind Grindelwald.
I don't need to ride a dragon. I'm following this guy.
I can follow this guy with you.
I've made a promise to follow this guy because of this guy.
I promise I'll follow this guy with you
Sure.
while you're on my back.
It'll make it easier to ride as we go.
It will. It also mean we'll move faster out of this region.
He also makes me fill up a lot of books.
Well, lucky I'm strong.
That's good.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Alright. So I've got a self
Just
dialogue.
keep
in
Hang on,
mind.
hang on, before we move on. Do I find him drag?
Oh, you go looking for him.
Well, no, I'm hoping my axe beak went back and
No.
got him.
Let me go get my next character.
He's now going running around in circles.
Do I know which I walk in the direction that he went through the mist.
Just look for the
Okay.
drag marks.
Yeah, it looks
Give me a
like-
survival roll.
Oh.
Or maybe we should actually ask somebody who can.
Oh.
I probably could actually do that.
Have you just
Yeah, you can.
lost our party? Oh, God.
Can I
Well,
move that,
well-
please?
Yes. I think you should.
What didn't we understand about let's just... Oh wow, so everything better.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Bye,
At
Amdrak.
this stage, I'm going to the bathroom.
So you go.
So, Kendra, can you find
So
where the
obviously you seem to know
dwarf
which
is?
way to go as you watch the so-called person who can part the mist go off in a different direction.
Either that or just,
Yes.
But,
just
you saw the aspect come and go from that way, so she heads off that way.
yeah, or you just stop and listen
Amdrak-
because he'd be
Amdrak's
going to
like-
be swearing
And,
like
and,
anything.
and you can hear the sobs off into the mist over that way as well.
I've made my
Alright.
mistakes.
I rolled a 22. Alright, 18 plus 4.
Just grab Zal and point.
Yeah.
So you walk through this really clinging sort of mist,
Mm-hmm.
and then you stumble across the sobbing dwarf.
And then stumble over the something dwarf. And grab
He
him
seems to be
and
saying
pull him
something
back.
about "Oh my forge" is some of the things that keeps coming out.
Oh, my forge, okay. I drag him back into the not mist.
Mm-hmm. You manage to get him back to the other as well. Zal's walked further away, so you sort of stumble into the other. There's this big glowing paladin there while she's gone off.
Oh, I see.
I probably at that point turn around and see that the rest of them are not following and head back.
Okay.
Okay.
So you head back, and apparently Mdrak's here on the ground, sobbing.
So much for you being a survival expert. Okay, trusting the cat now. Okay.
Do I have to roll to hoist him over my shoulder?
Well, I'm sure you got enough strength. You just pick him up, toss him over. I'm
Yeah.
sure he doesn't need to carry anything. He doesn't need that musical instrument he had.
No,
No.
that's fine.
That's
No,
fine.
he
I'll leave it
does
behind.
need that. That's
Somebody else can carry it.
no. No.
What musical instrument?
Because
I
it'll
have
melt.
metal drums.
That sounds heavy.
It
It
is.
is.
Yeah, he's into heavy
It's also
music.
my weapon.
He likes his heavy metal.
I see.
Amdrak, stop being a little crybaby and let's go.
You gotta give him a slap.
Yeah, I might slap him.
Okay.
I was about to say, sure,
Are we
but never
go-
mind.
Bash.
So
Okay, so both sides of the face as they go to try to slap your face.
High five.
So is this the? Are we doing the scene out of Flying High?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All get in a room.
Alright.
I don't know, this sounds painful. Am I making a roll for this or am I just...
No,
What's
you're
up?
not.
How many people do you need to slap you before you come back to your senses? You can,
I
roll,
don't
you can
know.
roll a dice for that one.
What's your AC again?
My AC is 13.
It's a strength roll?
But you have advantage because he's not moving.
Oh.
Do you want to roll?
Aren't you glad that none of us are monks?
Pretty bad. You rolled two,
Okay,
two high.
19.
18.
Okay, so two of them are both slapping you on the face so far. How many more do you want
How many more do I want?
before you come to your senses?
What am I rolling to come to my senses?
That's up to you.
Inside.
Yes,
Okay,
insight.
that's a 26.
So, wisdom. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Do it flat wisdom.
A 9.
Yeah.
Apparently, you want to be slapped 9 times before you
Yep.
come back to your senses.
Okay.
Yep, so I did a 26 on him.
So 26 times.
That was a
from the,
19. Nearly a.
I'm sure the
We're gonna
XP
beat
takes
this
as
guy
an opportunity.
unconscious in a minute.
So after a couple more big slaps across the face, apparently you realise where you are.
Good.
And you've got this sore jaw. It sort of feels a little dislodged. And there's this axe beak with its claw ready.
Oh, no.
Apparently, it's been seeing everyone else do this, and it's like,
I'm just gonna
Okay.
run, I'm gonna hide behind you. Like, what is it doing? What is it doing? Why
Well-
does my jaw hurt?
it's not looking at
Well-
your face, it's looking a bit lower.
Yeah.
You know what it goes for.
Yeah. So if the axe pick did, then you would have had to be hit with the book.
I don't know how long it's been like that, but
That's okay. I can fix it. I'll have to rearrange all the
Who's gonna hide behind Zal?
cameras.
And I'm currently sporting a very nice hand-sized
Okay.
wrist.
No, that one is working, but the other ones do
And I
not
have
seem
a
to be
matching
working.
set.
Okay, let's see if I can go into that and kick it. Oh well, they both
oh, we
disappeared.
lost everything.
It happens.
Welcome to the D&D podcast.
Well, these things do happen in the
Well,
background.
we're in the mist, so you can't see us
Do I,
anyway.
do I get a,
So you just need to put a glowing dot there.
So that one's working.
Yep.
That one's working.
Way.
There's one.
That one's working.
Yay!
So do I get a bonus for a matching set of bruise marks of hands on my...
Well, they're all different sizes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm collecting them.
One's a scorch mark.
Yeah, you got a sword.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. You would
So
have
you got this nice little
twice.
shave patch on the side there, where you had no idea how you got such a smooth shave.
Wow!
Yeah, because
Prom-
I would
promise
see
that
you
wasn't the
basically.
Wake up!
My acne
Oh.
It was just one big swing. Everyone else just hit me up. Everyone just hit me after.
All helping out where you can.
I'm not
Alright.
going to talk while my jaw hurts.
And you've got this
Okay.
paranoia of this axe-beak just always looking around things at you.
Okay, my slap was this is for
Yeah, but
losing
that's
my
not
stone.
anything new.
Slap.
I don't think that's a paranoia at this point. I think it's just the axe beak likes to stare at people menacingly.
Seems to be staring at him particularly.
I asked my axe beak why. Oh no, it probably dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've all been hitting it.
It.
Then-
We're calling it it.
Well, to the axe-beak's perspective.
Yeah, don't mind them.
No,
They're
no.
helping him.
The problem is in an animal thing. That's basically putting in hierarchy. So the
Cause
aspect
that
needs to.
rivals.
Are you
Just
trading
helping you.
your axe with the slapping party members? Does it help?
No, it's learning by itself that slapping party members helps.
Don't worry, I'm sure it will scratch the rune into
It's
your forehead
terrifying.
of help.
Didn't even teach it that, but that's the worrying part.
I love how we're not changing Stefan's character. We're now just straight bullying it.
That'd be amazing.
It's
Hey, he tried to cast a command on me.
That'll be the
Which
next
would have been
one.
interesting
It
if it
scratches
did.
the word help into my forehead and I turn into a cleric.
You turn back into the Disney princess. Oh, you said it.
May happen.
It's not blinking though, it's okay.
Ah, it does.
Hey man, roll so it flashes.
No, it's
No,
one
no,
less.
But you did roll a 1.
And then two.
Just
21, that was a great roll.
Natural 21. We like to see them.
Actually, wouldn't that be a 51 if you put it around?
Yeah, close enough.
Theoretically.
You are heading through the mist for many days.
Oh.
Many slaps happening.
Here I come,
Many
buddy.
slaps, many days.
Yeah,
Who are we
okay,
slapping?
Me.
And why?
Apparently there was a line, and you missed the line.
Oh, I want to be in line.
Okay, you managed to get in line. You managed to slap the dwarf as well,
Yeah.
He's slapping
Yeah,
the
because everyone else was.
Yeah, have you seen? You remember Flying High with the hysterical woman? He was a hysterical dwarf.
I
And
give him
apparently,
both wings.
apparently everyone lined up to slap him. So yes, you've been winged as well as slapped, as well as burnt, as well as.
I'm not trying to think about this.
But you did miss out on the clawing.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You got your senses just in time as he was about to start the disembowelling.
Yeah, if it.
He hasn't quite mastered the slap. He's used to the pull grip.
Oh, yeah.
And then you would have been
grabbing-
hit in the head with
Yeah.
the tome of awakeners.
Yeah,
No,
no.
that's for
I feel like-
healing, not
For
for
heal.
insanity.
Zal didn't even
No, but
partake.
he'd
Zal's
be
just like-
gutted.
Zal walks into this and goes, "What the fuck are you all doing?"
I look at Zal very earnestly and say, slapping the dwarf.
No, Zal slapped him.
We're making
No,
him
I
walk.
didn't. It was Shabal.
Yeah, but then you also lined up.
No, I didn't.
Everyone else lined up while you were coming back.
Yeah.
This is
So you
why
joined
I'm
the back of
looking
the queue.
Yeah. Alright,
Yes.
let's push him back into
Unintentionally.
Well, it's the only way to snap him out of his bloody insane. Hey, this proves that dwarfs are insane. Have you got that down?
Don't need to. It's recorded for prosperity.
Yeah.
And then thing that
Well, actually,
I've got that you slapped a dwarf.
yeah.
I don't really understand why, but hey.
No, to bring him back into coherence.
Just adding to the list of
He's
crimes.
insane.
slapping
So
dwarfs.
calling people insane. Do you have a medical license?
I'm a
I tell him,
sorcerer.
yes, I do.
You might, but he declared someone insane without a medical license. So pretending to be a doctor because he's a sorcerer.
He is somewhat out of his wits.
I know this halfling is out of his wits, but
No, the dwarf is somewhat out of his wits with
Okay.
fear.
we can. I've got a potion that fixes that.
You do? What does it do?
Kill them.
I would rather not kill the dwarf.
They will
I
no
like
longer
the
be
dwarf.
fearful.
I thought you were against killing people unlawfully.
No,
Well,
he's a
If they
bloody-
request it,
He didn't request it.
then in which case, then he'll have to request it before I give it to him.
He's just afraid.
He's a bloody
He doesn't want to
necronome.
die.
Well, he'll no longer be afraid. He'll be dead. There's a difference.
Yes, but he wants to be alive and not afraid.
Yeah, but then.
Well, that's not what this fixes.
Well, I don't want that potion then. Thank you very much.
Then don't sign up for it.
I didn't ask you to sign up for it.
Then I'll put the contract away.
Thank you.
Lawyer!
So Zal's just like, guys.
Nay.
Have we made it to the winery?
No, not
No,
yet.
we're not even
At
half a
this
day's
place-
travel there yet.
I doubt we're going anywhere
Yeah.
I'd like
fast.
to believe we've travelled all of 30 minutes and someone's had a breakdown, we've slapped that person, and next thing you know, the lawyers come out going, well, if you do it this way, like,
We can
we've
legally
barely
kill him.
left
Yeah.
5 kilometres from the house, and this has happened.
Yeah.
Can I assist someone putting Mdrak onto the axe beak and can we head on our way?
Sorry, Stefan, we love you, but your character is a punching bag right now.
I don't disagree with you. I'm more concerned that I'm being put on the axe pick right now.
Do you wish to ride the axe beak?
I don't wish. I don't have much of a choice in the matter.
No,
My jaw is currently too painful to talk.
Okay.
Can I use the XP?
If you want.
So apparently you're being tied to the axe beak.
Okay.
I was about to say, it could be worse, we could hog tie you and just lay you across the axe beak.
Yeah.
Alright.
She did it on me.
I've been hog tied to
Yeah.
this.
And every now and then you feel the beak of the axe beak on the back of your neck.
Mm.
Because you can turn its head all the way around again.
Except you can't get to the coffee that's strapped to his head.
Unless it goes straight
That's
through
why I
and
strapped to his
right
head,
over.
because he can't actually turn his head around.
I tell the axe beak that if he eats the dwarf, there will never be any coffee again.
He doesn't understand you.
I look at Zal and at Yodri and ask them to communicate to the axe beak not to eat the dwarf.
He
Actually, what
knows
does
not
he
to eat party members. He just likes looking at them menacingly.
Okay,
But
well
you
that's
just started
fine, let's
beating up
go.
this party member, he might not be a party member anymore.
So,
the gnome
what-
says with his lawyerness.
So, what do you think of the
Don't
dwarf?
think I like that gnome.
So, what do you think of the dwarf in the dress?
I don't really into dwarves in dresses. I prefer gnomes in dresses.
No, this is the axe beak.
You say that to the axe beak?
Yeah.
Axe beak is, I don't know who he is.
Oh, neither do I.
Okay.
With the
He's a
extra-
party member.
He's
Yeah.
a big animal.
Please tell the axe
Oh.
that he's a party member.
Okay.
Yes, doesn't
Well,
remember me.
no.
It's been many years.
The,
Oh,
the,
okay.
the dragon states that she's a
And
part of the
it's
party
only been
member. This
introduced
is
to
the first
you
time I've
again
met
for the
him.
first time in a couple of years.
I will
Yeah.
assure Yodri that if he does not assure the axe speak that the dwarf is a party member,
Yeah.
I might let some lightning breath slip up his ass.
I'm pretty sure the axe would recognize his smell though.
It's probably a little
Depends, it might have
along,
changed.
Maybe it did.
No.
Please tell the axe that a dwarf is a party member.
Do you remember many years ago when you were like just slightly
You using
small?
your speak to animal?
Yeah.
Yeah, presuming I was a caster again.
Yep.
Yeah. It's,
How
you got
many-
you
how
got
many-
3 charges.
Oh, with 3 charges on the ring? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We're not going anywhere.
We will in a minute.
Actually, I think it
we
might.
will in a minute.
Oh, are you attuned to it? I think you get an
I'm
extra one
sorry,
if you're
Cal.
attuned to it.
No, I'm not attuned to it at all.
The mist, not the mist.
The axe speaking the mist.
And I suppose she goes, I like the mist. The mist is nice. The mist is
Actually,
white.
I could think I,
like the
could
mist.
pull out a gorilla in
Of
my
course you like
pouch.
the mist.
Coffee. I've already
Yeah,
want more coffee.
I've got a bag of tricks.
Coffee.
I'll
I
give
like
you
coffee.
gorillas.
I like coffee.
I know you
So
like
then we'll
coffee.
have gorilla in the mist.
Tastes like coffee.
Do you remember many years ago before coffee how we
No, before
travelled-
coffee. Coffee, everything.
I advise Zal that if she tells the axe speak that if he eats the any party member, including the dwarf, there will be no coffee ever.
Yeah, essentially I'm like, remember how we said we wouldn't eat party members?
Not eating party member, eating stranger.
But he's
Party
not a
member.
stranger.
Okay,
Not met before. No, doesn't taste familiar.
He is now.
You
actually, no, he has
He-
bitten the dwarf before.
you,
so
you
he
have
shouldn't
met
be
him
good.
He
before.
has met the dwarf before. Yeah.
He's just changed a few times, so he may taste or smell different, but he's the same dwarf that we travelled with 5 years ago.
Oh, please roll decently. That
Tell
was
him-
see
I
that.
think that's 18.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll also tell him about the goat, which I happen to not know about.
Oh, doesn't taste burnt this time.
Doesn't taste burnt.
Yes, because he got shoved in the forge or whatever. Remember the forge blew up and he became a...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So he's not burnt anymore because he's changed. But he's that person from
Hey,
the burnt
I
person
can make
from-
gorillas in the
Okay,
mist.
dwarf is friend, not food.
Yes.
Coffee.
Later.
Coffee.
You just had coffee, buddy.
More coffee.
No.
So would
I like coffee.
8
I
be
know you
classed
like
as
Coffee,
gorilla?
coffee life, coffee everything. Coffee. And he starts bouncing around the thing again. So they have an idea what he's been doing the entire time he's been going around. Like, coffee. And you're hearing that go around.
Yep.
Cancel spell.
I
Can
just,
you cancel it? Is it dismissible? You might be hearing coffee for the next 10 minutes.
I can dismiss it, yeah.
Can you?
I don't think you can.
I
It-
cast it on my ring.
Yeah, but
And I'm attuned to it.
if the ring casts it as speak with animals, I'm pretty sure you can't dismiss it. It just says it lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes! Oh,
Yep.
coffee. And that's all you hear for 10 minutes.
No. Coffee on top of celestial bells, which who else here knows celestial?
You're teaching me.
I am teaching you, yes.
And so you definitely know the words are
So I need
in
to,
celestial.
so I need to
We're on the
learn the
opposite.
spell
Yeah, I'm
silence.
definitely the opposite. that's
You're
right.
the opposite, yeah. So far, all
What
you
level-
hear for the next 10 minutes is
What level is silence?
singing bells and actually goes.
What was that?
What level is silence spell?
Unless you me, in which case I know it's Zal.
Yes,
Okay,
Unless
so
you-
silence
you
is
hear
a second
squawks
level
as well.
illusion.
Okay.
which I've just
Cool.
tuned out by now.
So when I manage to get that, I'm definitely going to learn how to cast silence. Then I can cast it on myself, and then I don't have to worry about it. Or
So-
actually cast it on the XP.
What are you casting on my aspect?
Oh.
No.
A spell that I wished I had.
Oh, right. Okay.
If
Something
Stefan's rostered on, then he has to make sure I take my medicine. So he just leaves
Yeah.
But I pretty
So-
Okay, so yes, you manage to travel in the next couple of days. Every time you try to speak with the animal, you hear coffee is about roughly all you get.
coffee, joy,
So,
joy.
So would gorilla be classed as 8?
What are we doing with
It
the
is an
gorilla?
Oh no, I'm just seeing in my bag of tricks. I can pull out a gorilla, so we can have a gorilla in the mist.
Not the
Again,
mist.
again, it's a
You're gonna have an
random-
ape in the
Would
mist.
there
It'd be an ape in the mist or a baboon in the mist. We've got an
Again.
axbeak running around, black bear, giant weasel, giant hyena, tiger, and a jackal.
what would the
Please
benefit
don't
be?
pull out a tiger.
Then it might come and eat you.
That sounds like not a benefit.
So it's
We
like, yes,
have
I
enough
throw
in
out
this-
something I have no idea.
No, it's called food.
Again, we have
For the XP.
enough in this region that wants to kill us.
Including my other party members.
Let's just try and head to the winery with all
Haste,
due
because
haste.
I'm starting to sober up.
Did that label fall?
No, I haven't labeled that one yet. That
Hey,
one's
maybe if I
very
get the gnome
new.
drunk, then
I
you've
just
got
got
my
that last
point of view.
Oh, okay.
He just-
Because I did it while I was drunk as well.
He just
I
for
think
drinking
run
and
out
just
of
shakes
your
his
white
head.
label now.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't need to know your
Silver
point of
and
view.
blue.
We saw the video footage.
Saw how well
He says he
labelled
saw
my
the
fridge
video
is.
footage.
The video footage.
Yeah, basically
Obviously.
their security system cannot prevent a drunken halfling able to enter their area, then secure the vessel, and then able to fly the vessel.
Fly is sort of general.
It is. It was flying, and then falling with
Fresh
style.
Mm-hmm.
It was falling from the get-go.
Yes, he managed to.
You're
That's
just
fridge.
falling horizontally.
And then off to the side, and then off to that side, and then
Yeah.
down there eventually.
Yeah, and since everything is written in gnomish at the time, trying to work out how to land it and pressing all these buttons at once. Hey, one was cargo release.
Surely you would have learnt Gnomish by now.
He has since then.
I do. Well, I got. It's called.
He did a crash course in Gnomish.
Nice.
What in Galantry City? Yeah.
No, on the ship, literal crash course.
Right.
I know which one says booze.
Okay, so yes, so 5 days later, going through the mists.
I thought it was only 4-day trip.
It
Yeah.
was. You took 5 days. Yeah, it is hard to read signs when you can't see them unless they're within 20 feet of you.
That's
Also
true.
slapping the dwarf every.
Then every now and then the dwarf would go, "We're Forge!" And the next week, just keep being very affectionate to you.
Okay.
He's never been that affectionate to you in the past.
This is creepy.
How you going there, food?
He knows he's not food, but that doesn't stop Axbeak from being creepy.
My
And-
house.
Food.
And every now and then he likes to just leave a claw sitting on you while he's resting. My
See?
food. My
Yeah,
food.
yeah, food.
That's the problem. What are we feeding him with?
He's probably hunting animals in the mist. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, he wants coffee, he doesn't care.
You do remember there are coffee plantations.
No,
in
no,
the
no,
area.
no. The first night.
Your
I-
axe speak is seriously becoming a problem.
No, no, no. The first night when
Don't care.
no. When we stopped for the first night, I cast Lesser Restoration.
And he falls asleep.
Yes. As he wakes up the next morning,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
And wants coffee. She
Again,
promised coffee.
you cure what is happening to the axe, but you cannot cure the addiction.
I know. I'm not high enough level to get that yet.
Yes, you're diluting it with wizard, I like it.
So I love how you wait. Oh,
Can
no,
a wizard get
so
greater
you
restoration?
You casted it before.
No,
you
but it
had
reduces
Mars.
the time the cleric can get it.
Yes.
I shall show you where it is.
Thank you.
There's
No, even I'm pretty sure cleric and wizard can learn the spell that dismisses it. So at this point, it
And
doesn't
paladin.
really matter.
The thing
I
is,
just need to get to high enough level.
you
of
do
either.
have an ability that will actually fix the axe speak of its coffee addiction, but unfortunately the spell will run out as soon as day breaks.
Which one's that
Silver
one?
frisbee.
We'll kill it and resurrect it.
Oh, that's like-
Can I play frisbee?
Turn it into either a skeleton or a zombie.
Do you want me to collect your frisbees so that they're out of your way?
I'm sure the gnome has a
Frisbee,
potion that
cool.
will help with that. He's got a potion that will help with anything. Solve any problem.
Is he using the
I
one of the new
I think
classes that have just came out, which is the alchemist?
No.
I think at this point I go to Grindelwald and I'm just like, okay, the milk has coffee in it. Until we can find a place that doesn't have milk with coffee in it, aka not this region, can we just give him honey and say it's coffee?
He doesn't have that much.
just even like half a teaspoon, and we say it's espresso.
No, but he's
And that's
not
good
that.
for him.
The thing is, he's not that stupid.
My expert.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah, he's that stupid.
No, you can tell the difference between coffee and honey.
Can he?
He likes the taste of coffee.
And he can write the homeroom.
Almost right the home run.
You say almost.
He-
I'm pretty sure he's done
He
it.
keeps reinventing it every time he does it. Scratch, 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 scratch. This was close enough.
He got it right the first 20 times. Then he just started teasing me.
So all he has to do is if his intelligence gets up to 5, he's no longer cast as a beast.
I probably need to sit down and talk to you about actually making a stat block for him.
You're
but roughly, what is his intelligence right now?
It'd probably be about between 3 and 4 because you actually have been people teaching it.
Yes.
And it's been around magic people. And he's had a lot of things he shouldn't be having.
Yes. Yes. I'm aware of that.
Remember what happened when Yuki saw me when I rocked up?
We still got the marks on the door.
I'm definitely
Josh, Josh, where are you, Josh, Josh?
Was this?
When you showed up, it was like, where's Josh, where's Josh? And all over the door.
Yeah. Any animal, apparently, I immediately become their favorite thing in the world. Sorry.
They're
That's
already going,
okay.
play with me, Josh.
Takes pressure
And
off
then when
me.
Josh leaves without, it's like, where'd Josh go?
Exactly.
Yes.
Though I did make a very good paper companion for him the other week. Playing
did.
the little things under the thing, and he was like, "This is good. I
Yeah.
like this." And then he was less sad.
He was less sad.
Because I can play the paper
That's right,
tubey
we're still
thing
waiting
just
for
as
this
well as
one.
Josh.
Pipe cleaner.
Yeah.
I've reinforced the pipe cleaner now. So it doesn't bend as easily. So we're still walking through the mist towards the
Well,
winery.
you managed to get through 5 days of walking through the mist instead of 4.
Okay, so we got there while I was in the bathroom.
You got there while you're in the bathroom.
Okay.
No X-Beak involved.
Are there any people?
no one died via Axbeak in the expedition of 5 days.
Are there any people?
Yes, there are people here.
You know what,
Are
David
they?
Dwarf
Do
is-
they look friendly?
They look unmoving.
Unmoving in what way?
You see a
Well,
dwarf figure in the
Unmoving
X-Men's
as in on the ground dead, or unmoving as
No
in
one died,
frozen in
but
place like a
someone
statue,
voted.
or unmoving as just very slow?
You're not sure. They just seem to be standing.
I bounce up to one and say hi.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
I'm pretty sure they had skeletons as farming companions last time we were
Yeah,
here.
that's
12 plus 5.
Okay, that is quite perceptive.
Yeah, that's 12.
Okay, as you bounce up to the person, you realise that they have been tied to some sort of stake that's been grown out of the ground, and they've been left here for a long time.
Are they alive? Aww. I go back to Zal and I make sad face.
What did you see?
Dead person.
She sees dead people.
I see dead people.
I'm making big puppy dog eyes sad faces.
I go up and investigate.
You actually speak Felicia.
Of course it does.
So do I.
Is this the crazy druids doing?
Is it?
I thought we fixed up things here.
Yes, but it's probably been like 6 months to a year since then.
Can't
Um,
these people
shut-
protect themselves?
What?
Cheval can fix
How long
things.
have we been out for? Actually, what
You
is
can't
the
put
date?
everything on fire.
Damn
Close to a
it.
year.
I was taught that when I was a youngling.
Well,
What happens if you said, I don't put things on fire?
Okay.
Well, I'm not allowed to lighten things up, so you
Um,
shouldn't be
do-
allowed to either.
like,
Why can you
What
have
happened?
fun?
What
if I
happened
can't
3
have
weeks
fun?
Why
ago
would you
for
say
us?
higher
That
power
was
light
close
things
to a
on
year
fire?
since your characters were last here.
What kind of
Holy
high power?
shit.
You spent time at the Great
The
Silver Magic.
higher power.
Dragon God?
No, I thought we did that before.
No.
we became
That's the highest
This
power.
And you also went back to the
Fire
Great Silver
God.
Magic after that.
Dragon God.
Yeah, but I thought we only
Fire
got there,
Dragon
then
God.
we said, then we got
Sounds
naughty,
like a
naughty.
deal.
Now this is another thing you need to sort out.
We both need to roll natural 20s. Let's do it.
So do we need to roll natural 20s?
Yes.
To do what?
So what are we
Apparently
trying to
they're
get?
praying to their gods to smite the land.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
specifically.
Please don't.
I was telling Josh, because Josh said to me, or Cheval said to Calcrix, that he has a way of solving the problem. And Calcrix, knowing that Cheval is a fire genasi kindly explained to him, as was explained to her when she was a little dragon, that you cannot just light things on fire at random.
I said that I'm personally not going to light things on fire at random. A higher being will light things on
Yes,
fire
but
at
you're
random.
responsible
And then
for
I-
calling that higher being.
Yeah.
I then inquired
Is it,
whether or not this higher being was a dragon god.
Insight roll?
For which one?
Or we
So
had a
the-
debacle
looking at the
whether it
person.
would be dragon
Make
god
an
or fire
investigation
god.
roll.
And
Yeah,
we
I'm
combined
trying to
both
work out,
together,
is
we're
it
like,
actually the druids that
Good
did this, or
idea.
was it the other thing?
fire dragon god?
I got an 11,
right.
so that's
I have a
probably not great.
feeling that maybe perhaps we should ask
Just
Sal.
getting the figuring out which one you got up to.
I'm going to go ask Sal. She's a sensible.
19.
She doesn't get
19.
anything.
It looks
I'm-
like
I'm
these
meant to be
guys were
lawful as well.
killed and strung up maybe about 3 or 4 months ago.
I'm meant to be lawful neutral.
Is there anyone around?
I give you a quirked eyebrow.
You'll have to have a
and
look around and
very
see if you can find
bemused.
people.
Yeah, but is it actually more of a ritual thing,
Oh,
or
I
is it
can't-
actually more a punishment thing?
Looks more
I'm playing
ritualistic.
neutral, and lawful is what my god says.
Okay.
My god wants to smite this land.
Oh.
Sounds smitey.
Why?
Okay,
It's a place of undead.
I think
I
the
haven't seen
druids are
them
back.
The whole area is undead. It's all about necromancy.
I'm not undead.
Out of character. The whole area is undead, and my god wants to kill it.
Out of character. We're not undead.
Just collateral damage.
I look around at a few more of the corpses, I guess.
Yeah, you see that most
Out
of
of
the
character, it doesn't
people who you
affect
did know
us.
that were working here have been
It
strung
affects
up
all
since
the
you've been gone
undead.
for so long.
That's not good.
Well, you say
In
you
character, I
get
probably
in,
need
you
some
get
evidence.
onto helping them find their missing
That
stuff.
city over there that's still smouldering.
Well,
Yeah.
did
And then you got
find
distracted.
one, and then we
Were they undead?
lost time.
Most of them were.
No,
but it was
you
unnoticed.
spent over a year before you went looking for it.
Really?
Yeah, you
The
went back to
others
school of
hadn't
magic.
seen sunlight
and
for
leveled up.
years.
I'm
And
sure
they
we
got,
did
like,
that
30
before
degrees
going.
sunlight.
I'm
No,
pretty
I've actually got the notes here, and you did it
So
after.
does that mean they were innocent?
You even went to Darken City between.
Not quite.
We killed innocent people?
No, we didn't kill.
And then when you found out about
Is it
one of the
30 degrees
gemstones, you
sunlight?
started
Let's all
heading off
leave.
towards that.
All the undead died.
Okay,
Okay,
we had to
that's
do
fine.
research first.
Of which then they summoned more undead.
But we did get one of them.
Why didn't we shoot them?
I thought we did a
'Cause we
lot of
left.
stuff before we leveled
Why
up.
did we leave?
You did.
Werewolves.
You did. This was one of the things you did before you leveled
Oh
up.
yeah, we gotta follow
Then you
the
leveled up,
werewolf
spending some
situation.
time.
We should do that.
Yeah, we're doing the jump.
So have downtime for when they level
Fair
up.
enough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we just
I love this side conversation.
strike this at the moment, please?
Zal's is like studying this body and we're having
strike
our
the
little
person.
conversation. in
No,
the
no, 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 no,
background.
no. What he's writing down.
So
You gotta remember, I'm like 5, 6 years old.
And I've been asked to cover up an investigation.
No, no, no. No, that these have been ritualistically sacrificed.
So Yadriv ritualistic sacrifice these people? I don't
Sounds
know
No,
why
it's
they're
not
going-
bloody
Yeah. It's all your Joe's fault, yes.
Yadriv is the bane of the world.
Agreed on that one.
Paladins are.
Is that your book?
Trying to forcefully remove a polar bear from its comfort.
Well, from its sadness, anyway.
Yes, it's missing his favourite person in the world.
So,
And you try.
when did you finally learn how to speak to animals then?
Yeah, I probably didn't, but.
That's not good.
Yes.
Are there any alive people?
There's going to be no booze.
Not that I've found yet.
Party.
That's it. Okay.
Apparently you're the main living things around here. You do see a crow fly overhead.
Kill it.
Okay. You shoot it?
I can't. Well, actually,
I can probably shoot it. Are we hungry?
Maxby's probably watching
I'm surprised the Axebeak doesn't jump up and eat it. You
Well, it's
can
currently weighed down by a dwarf. It doesn't have that much jump.
What, the crow?
No.
Surprisingly enough, yes, I can actually shoot it.
You pull out your bow and shoot.
Or you got some range fire attack thing.
I'll probably also have that.
You range fire it or do you shoot it?
Chicken for dinner.
Okay.
Do you smite it with your paladiness?
No. I think I'm shining out enough as it is, thank you.
I guess the only thing we can do, well, they're dead now, so we may as well see whether the holding still stands.
if the
Or holding the building that we were at before, whether that
Who
still
are these
stands.
people?
Peppermint and hazelnut chocolate.
Okay, so you reach the building and you see that they've emptied it of all the wine production.
Did we figure out who these people are?
You believe it was the caretakers of the place.
Yeah,
Ah.
we got bloody booze in it.
Okay. Interesting. I say to the gnome, it's your drink.
And each of the wine vats has a decayed smell to it.
What smell?
Decayed smell.
Oh.
A sickly decay smell.
Bodies.
That's what wine is meant to taste like?
No bodies.
Oh.
Many bodies.
Do you want to investigate the wine casket and see how many bodies are in there?
I was about to say, how many bodies are in the wine casket?
Would it count with how much chocolate I put into the chocolate box? There's some for you.
Uh,
Mint chocolate.
investigation?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at that.
Right, okay. Well,
As an investigator, we should hope so.
I can roll
Am I
investigate.
investigating?
I rolled a 16. I got a total of 16.
Where's my investigation? Plus 3.
So, looking at the
18.
the vat, you do recognise that this was stuff that the druid was tampering with last time you were here that you didn't follow up on.
Oh.
We also told them that we basically need
And
to empty
you'd
it.
actually watch them pouring stuff into each of the vats.
Yeah, we also told them to empty it and get rid of it. So that must have came back as soon as
So
we
they,
left.
must, so they must have died immediately after we said that.
Am I investigating with everyone else?
I do say, Sherlock, we've solved the case.
What? So
So what
we
were
had
they
another
pouring
group
into the
that
vat?
came back when we
They're
left.
pouring poison into the
one.
vats.
Yeah, we told.
So I know
And,
now.
and we told the caretakers to empty out the vats.
Right.
It turned
But
over.
they
It was
haven't been
originally
emptied
that one,
out.
but it turned over to that one. So
And
I'm
all the
guessing that one's
caretakers
the
are
legal
now
one.
dead.
Mm.
Even though I knocked it out.
It would have obviously happened possibly immediately after we left.
So that means I know nothing.
So they were probably
It's
lying in wait
shocking.
for us to leave.
Mm.
And as we've left, they've murdered them. It's an open and closed case.
And there are
Your Drew did it.
and there are signs that lots of barrels had left the place after.
Where were those barrels going to?
Might be.
Are there ledgers?
There were probably free drinks to all the locals.
Is that why everyone died?
I saw one of them's bits. Oh, that bit.
I'm sure they were only peasants.
Mm.
I saw M's other bit.
I searched for
The other
ledgers.
bit is chip
It
and
says where the
peppermint.
barrels have gone.
She won't kill me.
Okay. You do find a sheet nearby that says that they were basically being distributed in all the towns of the region heading towards the capital.
There's another peppermint.
Go away, lady.
I searched for a list of any complaints that may involve the deaths of people who have drank the wine.
Probably none because they probably
Ow.
never received them.
You've got high tech, right?
Mm.
Can we just change this gnome scroll to say something else?
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I know how to say not to say.
Photoshop.
In which case, is there anything that will
You're
tell you
saying
what
you
the
don't
hell
have
happened here?
Photoshop. What are you?
Oh, maybe I do. I don't actually know. Do I have Photoshop?
No.
Damn it.
Can I roll for
Is there any sort of spell or something like that that could give you a summary of what the hell's going on here?
Not really. I'm
Right,
more...
cast GM intuition.
Scribe.
Is that a spell?
No.
Because if that was a spell, that would be like the awesome gold. We should play all that year, and the team that does the best gets GM intuition once in the following year.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, isn't
called
the
ESP.
whole idea of GM luck rolls is the fact that you're not meant to use them just for rerolls. You can also use them to like for a little bit of help every now and again.
They can use them for other things besides rerolls.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't say what I'm thinking because this damn
Oh,
gnome's going to
how
be
do I
writing it
check
down in a bloody
how much
book.
GM luck I learned for that?
Well, there's only 2 left. They can
Oh,
use
so
this
that
session.
is GM luck. Okay, so if I earn a particular piece of GM luck, could I reserve that for something else?
It's for the
Everyone
it's
gets
for,
to
it's
use
for
it.
everyone to
People.
use. Yeah.
So if there's GM luck there that I would like to use, I could make
Yeah.
use of it?
Either that
Can
or
I use my GM luck to see whether or not we can fathom what the situation is in a fairly quick amount of time?
Sure.
How does that work?
We just use the GM luck.
Okay, so we just switch
one.
that over to one?
Okay, so you spend some time investigating. Takes you about a day to get through it. But you're able to figure out that probably about a week or so after you guys had left, while they were still trying to rebuild and recover from the damage that had happened while that you'd rescued them from, other people had showed up and basically
murdered it.
murdered them all.
Other people, not the druids.
Well, you didn't kill all the druids, some of them ran off.
Even though we thought we did, we killed all the druids.
And they do remember that some of the druids ran off.
Yeah, I remember that.
And those druids returned with other druids. And they basically overwhelmed them, and this time they weren't ready for it because they were busily trying to...
Bamboo tortured them.
Well, they basically grew trees up.
That's rude.
Again, the Chinese art of bamboo torture.
That's pretty hard.
You tie
They
them
are
to
druids, after all.
you tie them to the ground.
Not good
and
druids.
bamboos are strong enough to pierce a human body.
I can take Oxy
You'll either
now.
die by pierce through
It'll wear off
vital
before
organs
I fully
or infection, because your body's not meant to have bamboo.
take another Tramadol, but that hasn't
So that means the druids actually succeeded in their plan.
Oxy now.
Yes.
Hope for the best.
We don't want the seed falling in the druid's hand.
They're probably trying to find it.
Well, they will probably torture
You're
him
on
to find
tomorrow,
out about
aren't
it.
Yes.
you?
So they're trying to find it.
Okay.
Yes.
So guess what? I
Now
think we
it's
need to give it
fine.
back to the elves.
I'll leave it over there.
Oh, the elves probably won't be there anymore.
But if you could fidget with all the
Ooh.
fidget
The
little
druids
things
are that
giving you
powerful?
I
electric
know
shocks,
the
then I don't
gemstone
like
was the only thing keeping them
Fidgety
alive.
things.
Oops.
And they're
Oh yeah.
electric proof
Great.
and packages.
Without saying GDI.
IDG?
What's IDG?
I don't know.
Yes. Currently,
No,
So yes, you're able to determine that they quickly bottled all the remaining wine that they were in the process of trying to destroy. Probably made it far more poisonous than it was using magic, and then distributed it with a tasty aftertaste. So it has this really nice fruity sort of smell to it, even though it's probably going to kill you in your sleep, in a rather horrid way by growing something out of your stomach.
Oh, fun.
so let me
Well,
guess.
vines and
Are
stuff.
Sounds
these
like-
people around at all?
No, they didn't need to be. They just had to distribute the wine and
Do
then
we
leave.
know where they went? Do we know how to undo this spell?
It's
Well,
called burning them.
There is no spell
I can
left
do that.
because they whatever they did has finished.
So the only thing we can do is put these people to a merciful death.
No, they're already dead.
They're dead.
So the only thing we can do is give them a decent burial. I
bless-
look back to Chauvel and say 5 funeral for everyone.
The other thing we could do.
I was about to say, I bless their bodies and burn them. So
I run around and watch and sing praises.
Good. I am going to vacate this area.
Religion roll.
I sing praises in a very somber and respectful way. I don't know who they are, but I make up nice things about them.
It's a non-natural 20.
Okay, so you hear the voice of Chauvel ring out across the countryside as he's trying to quietly pray to these poor doomed souls who died.
Before you kill the last one, can we find anything out from the dead
Kill,
bodies?
they're already dead!
Well, destroy the bodies.
Let's
Should
make sure
we
they can't
see
be
whether or not
resurrected.
there's any dead can speak type stuff?
I don't know.
Currently
Isn't there
I'm
like a
doing-
dead can
Yeah,
speak
currently
spell?
I'm doing a good
but we-
impersonation
but we-
of Villa.
but we- that?
I can't.
Because I know what's
what
going to
we've
happen
learned-
there.
My
See?
necromancy was taken away. I cannot do it.
The problem is,
I had it.
we've already learned what we would know.
I'm
from-
asking if whoever might be capable should
Zal.
do it. If there's no one capable of it.
Zal's capable
That was
of
my
speaking
character
with
letting you
dead.
know I can't do it. The only person who might be is Zal.
Zal!
Sorry, what am I missing?
Speaking
Dead.
with dead, but I don't. I think
Before
they,
Apparently, they
Yeah.
need you to use necromancy because you're the only one.
I
Before I
had it,
cremate
but
the
my
bodies.
necromancy was removed, so I can't use it.
What else?
I don't
What
even
other
know
I
if
asked
I
you,
know
is there
figure
any
out
way we
though.
can give the necromancer back to you?
No.
I have no
yeah,
idea.
it's
What
called.
if one of my gods was to smoke you? My god smoked really well.
No. My god is protecting
I
him
could
from
ask them
evil.
that.
I have had it up to here with gods right now.
You can see his hair starts to light up and get more flaming as he says that.
Is that
But mine
are
is
you
a dragon
damning a
god.
god now?
Your god can be dragon, your god can be a fish. I don't care. I've had it up to here with gods.
Dragon gods.
Ah,
are
so he's worshipping
I'm
the
sure
right,
they are.
true god
But
of
it's
my god.
Too many gods right now. Let's not involve gods.
How many gods do you worship at the moment?
And
None.
There's one.
So you
Well,
denounce.
technically, but I'm trying
According
to
to your
avoid-
hair, there's one.
According to my hair, there's one, but I'm trying to avoid it right now. As I'm having a magical midlife crisis.
How do you feel
You're
about
still in your
atheism?
teenage years, remember?
Yes, I'm having a teenage midlife crisis.
Out again. What would happen if I called on one of my gods and said
You'll
that I
have to
want
find
him
out.
back the way that he was before?
Oh, you have to be very convincing and get up
So
like
far.
Yeah.
One so far back.
What kind of? Yeah, I don't even exactly. What kind
Something
that.
important.
Shofa gave up something important to him, which was his
Soul.
warlock.
of? Oh, he's warlock.
Each of them has given up something that was important to them when they spoke to a
Okay, so it could be something very unexpected, like my love of coffee.
god. Well, it could be your ability to enjoy coffee.
So
It
you,
could
you,
also-
You might still love it, but you will never enjoy it again.
It could also
Yeah.
it could also be your ability to cast spells.
Okay, so
could be anything.
I'm guessing
The
someone
easiest way
like
is a
Zal
wish.
or
For me, it was the fact that I was abusing.
Mdrak is explaining this to me,
Possibly.
and that I shouldn't call on my gods right now.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure I'm not going to make
So you know how I'm not a ranger anymore? Yeah.
Right,
remember,
fair
how
enough.
remember how I'm now a shining, glowing beacon of things that hate me around here?
And by the way, you can hear hunting horns going off in the distance.
5-year-old dragon needs to understand why people aren't doing what she thinks is the obvious thing
So,
you would do in this case.
hey,
Don't
I'm
air
cremating the
ship
bodies.
yours.
I'm doing the obvious things.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And where is
I'm
it?
helping you.
Oh, it's not going to come until
Yes,
needed.
on the other hand, probably not the best idea.
You got to sign the
Why?
contract first.
And how quickly can
Paladins
they
are not
execute
a frowned upon.
Well, that depends
area.
on
What
what
if
sort of
I
situation
do
we're in.
the lighting of the bodies?
Yeah,
If the authorities
Why
are
do you
here,
incinerate
unfortunately, the ship
something
can't help you.
it's my duty as a paladin.
And we'll just have to deal with
But
you after
I'm
whatever
not
the
part of your
authorities have
party.
finished.
Your duty
It's alright,
is
we're
not-
nowhere near them at the moment.
It's just, oh, they're on their way. Didn't you hear the horns?
Yeah, I know they're on the way.
Would this not get around you breaking the law?
So question. If they're asking me whether I can speak with dead,
Yep.
does my necromancy secret craft have that ability? Or do I have that ability?
I don't believe you've taken it yet.
So you
I
can't.
thought I had.
If is it on your spell list of spells you've learned? If it's not, then you haven't taken it yet.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the spell list. I don't think it's that.
No, but I haven't finished doing my spell list because I wanted to ask a few questions about it. So
Just little bits. That'll do.
So at this
at
section,
this
we
stage,
don't have, we don't have
stage,
spell-
no.
You have the one.
You're not going to
Cool.
steal off a baby dragon?
No, I'm not going to still up a baby dragon.
That'll
So,
look bad
so
for
no one can
Jan.
speak with dead. Chauvel is going to continue to do
The briny burn.
the cremation and blessing of bodies.
And I'm joining in.
Wait, why are you blessing bodies in the middle of Clan Tree?
Well, you're hearing the his blessings ring out all over the hills.
By the way,
Loud and proud.
Yodfrey and Jeff have
So
gone.
this, was there any remnants of this wine?
Hang on. Why do we even let him start doing this?
Who
He just-
tried to stop him?
No one did.
No one tried to stop him
Why did no one try to stop him?
because the dragon suggested it.
And we.
And
The
I
dragon didn't suggest lighting them on fire. The dragon said they need a proper burial at least.
And he was doing it proper
And-
burial.
No.
And-
Can I
nope.
stop him before it happens?
Nope.
Please.
Unfortunately, it's happened.
Yes.
Has it?
Yeah.
And I'm still tied to an axe
We've
beak.
been
so I'm not
arguing a
untied
lot.
me.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah. I am tied from the axe beak. Are you sane enough to be untied from the axe beak?
I've been having conversations while I'm on the back of an axe beak, so you know.
With yourself.
Are you okay?
No.
No.
Good. I cut you off.
I
The
did
axe beak moves just
advise-
enough so you have trouble getting off and fall on your back.
That's fair.
I did advise Chauvel not to kill
Mean, but it's
all
fair.
the bodies and that he needs to leave.
Well,
some
he's got to
to the
stay in
question.
character.
Don't let the paladin do paladin things in the middle of Galantry.
I'd like to get up and dust myself off.
So does your drift sign the
Listen.
contract?
I'm a shining beacon of light already.
If you
I
can get the
literally
ship
don't
I do.
No, you do.
It's up. It's the thing is, he says, I'm to follow you until you sign this contract.
So we're at the winery. We have discovered that the wine has caused these people to.
Are there
Die?
any remnants of the wine left?
Not really. They made sure
It's-
they
it's-
the vats were left open and damaged.
Okay.
And
It's not
so
so
they,
much
they're
the-
basically taken the barrels away.
It's not so much the wine that killed them. The druids have killed them. We figured that out. As much. The druids tried to poison the wine, so anyone else who drank the wine would die as well.
Can we somehow track these druids down? They sound like a pain in the arse, and we really need to finally deal with them.
Yeah, we know where the druids were because that's where we're going to about the seeds.
Well,
While
shall
able
we
to
head
proceed.
towards the druids, hunt them
Not the ones
down,
you got.
and then incinerate their asses?
See, we were on the way to see them, and then someone else made a roll, going, no, I can do a better navigation, and we ended up in the Elven.
Kingdom just across the mountain.
Yes.
So, who has the best navigation here?
The
At the moment.
right here,
At the
the-
moment, we're
the
pretty sure
ranger.
Kendra
Who
Previ-
has the best navigation that is not currently suffering a breakdown from his phobia?
No,
of
no, 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 no,
witches?
no, no, no,
Kendra.
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 It's Kendra.
But
Yeah.
she, this is the first time she's been to this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not that good at the navigation.
Plus, it's 2-dimensional. You don't like that as much.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
Navigation, I'm good at that, but
Survival.
unfortunately,
Yes, you can do a survival roll.
Mm.
Show us how good you used to be at it.
I've been here before. How good is my memory?
You can be fairly good, but you are also walking through fog.
12.
I thought we got out of the
I
fog.
can
It was-
fly above
Fog's
the
through
fog,
most of
can't
this
I?
region. You can fly above the fog, yes.
Would that give me
Does that
ability
mean
to
that
look for
the
landmarks?
boundaries have changed then? Because there wasn't fog last time.
Depending on the time of year you went and what was happening.
So, just wait. If I fly above the fog, couldn't I direct you guys where to go?
We won't see you.
No, but you'd hear me.
Yeah, but it's like hearing and it's
Could
like
you
doing
see-
Marco Polo.
I can dive down and go, keep going this way, dive back up.
So, Stefan, what were you saying?
Is there any like dried wine left on the kegs? or-
There is some, yes.
Yes, but it's poisoned.
I think you should collect some of that and examine it.
I'd like to collect some and add a bit of water and see if I can.
Drink it.
No, 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 no.
Nice little tea.
No.
Nice.
No.
Absolutely synchronous.
And I'd like to use the identify ritual on the wine.
Okay.
Do you want your chair?
Yeah, it was magical.
Because I can stop putting my feet on it. I can still.
Now, is that a roll or is it just a?
I don't believe it's a roll. I believe it's a activation, and because
Yeah,
I
that's
actually did
something
more
so
reading
lost
into
context.
D&D spells, you don't actually use
that's
material
lovely.
components up in 5th edition unless it's
Got a
specified.
lovely story.
Okay,
to
okay,
tell.
hold
So
on for like a
one
week.
gem of identify can be
Like a
used
whole
for
week.
every
I'm
caster.
just saying to drop like
Because it has to
every
actually
day,
say
like, I
consume
know
after
it's
in that
Just so you
brackets
know,
for it to
there was a
actually
whole
take it.
holy
Most
fuck
GMs
episode
don't know
earlier
that.
this morning
Okay,
relating
So I got
to.
you for some GM.
Identifies on
Oh,
page.
especially if there's a
Because she
like
said
1,000
she didn't do
gold
earlier
gem or
times.
something.
Or no.
So you cast the
Didn't
spell,
think it was
and
sweet.
it appears to be some form of
Apparently, I was
a
supposed to
mixture
get back to her and
of
confirm
plant
them.
growth and
Look back over
awakening.
the emails.
Plant growth and
I can see how
awakening.
she got
On the
that
planet, yes.
impression. that I was-
Interesting.
So basically, it grows
it kind of ended the stairs.
some
She thought
seeds
that
inside
she was
the
going to
person
receive
subjugated into
information,
full
so
growth
she
within a
understood
couple of
that.
days and then awakens it.
So if I had not
Sorry,
texted
this
her
crosstalk that I
today
can't
to
actually
ask
hear.
her if
So-
she
so
could
basically-
fix it,
Guys?
fine. I apologise. Later.
Yeah. What was I actually? Yeah. Okay. So
The wine.
It's the equivalent of
it
alien.
basically grows some seeds in the person and grows into full plant maturity in a couple of days,
So there are actually seeds in the wine.
and then awakens the plant.
Oh, so there are seeds in the wine.
So
How
if
good
you,
of a
if you
nature-
imagine if you imagine the movement Alien, and you know how the little thing sprouts out of his gut, it's basically that but in plant form.
Okay.
And
cool.
they're producing either dryads or triads.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you've watched
Or just
The
away
Order
from
on
shrubs.
Netflix recently,
Right.
when they get to the Prometheus episode, they have exactly this.
And I'll inform the rest of the party that these were that was the spell used. That there's seeds in the wine,
How
was,
far away is
and
it?
they used a growth spell on the seeds.
How far away is it?
To
Probably about.
Is that
Couple of
what they
hours.
made the stick figures out of last time?
I
I'll
don't
work
know.
out which direction they come.
I was only able to identify
Or was
these
it
the
being
wine left over.
bounced around
I need the
with
stick figures to be able to
mists and
identify
things
them.
like that.
Yeah, right.
I suggest
There's
that
not
we
dead
cleanse
stick
this
figures
place.
around here.
I don't
Who
know.
actually is?
How do you?
Well, if we ask him, it's fire. But
Fire
I
sounds good.
I'm presuming there's other ways to cleanse a place other than burn it down.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, no,
I was asking about those.
Blessed by my god. That would be one way to cleanse
Technically,
it.
that is one way.
Consecration does kill a lot of things.
Clerics might be able to do it. Depends what it is. I
Aren't
don't.
you a cleric ranger slash, failed cleric slash failed ranger?
Don't
So
you
could
like
you
to have
do this?
to label failed cleric while you're a cleric?
You consecrate the house, I'll consecrate the body. Sounds good.
We've got about an hour or so before we get hit with the constabulary.
Well, we need to cleanse the place, otherwise more people are going to fall victim.
I'm
They
still
already
burning
have. This has already happened.
But if more people turn up here, they will fall victim.
So this is like where someone built a bomb and then they moved the bomb elsewhere. The bomb's
the
no longer
bomb's already
here.
gone.
Yeah, but if the remnants are here, that could still hurt people.
Is
So
there,
is
is
there-
there, is
is
there,
there
is there any way to track the
druids.
the magic we've identified through his insight or spell?
It was the growth spell.
Is there any way to track
No, it was the
Uh,
awakened spell.
Track the magic.
Oh, sorry, awaken spell.
with the magic we have?
Probably not. You do have a lot of low level magic.
Yeah.
How good a sense of smell do I have?
Don't want to stick this stuff.
Fairly good.
Would I be able to scent any remnants either
Give
of the
me
magic or
a investigate roll.
the... Is that 20?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to just go for...
The
That
shiny one.
18! Yay!
Yes, you think you get a scent. It's a very odd scent, but there's none of the scent here. Just in the stuff that Stefan mixed with water.
So, could I trace that?
Only if you come in proximity of it.
In other words, you could probably identify
It's
if
been
it's
over
nearby.
6 months since it's been here.
Okay, so I can't get anything that might let me track them.
Well,
Not over 6 months.
which way is the nearest village?
All the villages are to the south.
Yeah,
Is
so
there
they
a
went that way.
No,
Where
well,
the horns are.
Oh,
no,
right.
no. We could go to the area where we heard of the mass and see if we can't pick up any other clues. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's
though.
towards the horns.
No,
What's wrong with
that's
the horns?
north.
The
Unless
horns are the
the-
ones coming for him.
No, unless the horns are coming from the north. I thought they were
The
coming from
horns
the
are
south.
coming from the south.
South,
And
yeah.
the last place you know where the druids was basically to the southwest of where you are.
Oh, I thought it was northwest.
That was where the elves were.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, I got confused. But still, that's not where the horns are coming from. So
Yeah,
we could
southwest
go.
is
You
quite
could
a
scout the
different
mountain
direction.
ranges.
Yes.
You just go along the mountain range and hopefully.
Which is what we were doing the first time.
He went, no, we'll go this way instead.
Let's stick to the path.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time.
He ruined it.
Wait, what?
Again.
No.
We
You
decided
got-
to shortcut it.
You,
I
you're
didn't
not
know
in charge
that.
of navigation.
Okay, do we actually have a bag
I've
of
never
holding
been
or
in charge of
something like that?
navigation.
Good, stay that way.
No, I don't believe you have a bag of holding.
So someone.
No, I don't. I'm just saying anyone
I
else.
didn't
The
do
dragon
anything.
does.
Okay, so the seed is in the bag of holding.
You don't actually have a
Seed
seed.
is
You've
with the
just got a
dragon.
little bit of
Just got a little
mixture.
bit of mixture. That's all we have.
No,
I've got the- are we talking about the green?
The other, that other gem. Yeah, that
Yeah,
doesn't go in the
gem.
bag.
No, I've got that
So
hidden in my.
yeah, but it still can be tracked.
That can be tracked, yes.
That's why I was wondering if we could put it in the bag of holding. Can't track it
I
yet
know,
because it's in a
I
different
can't-
dimension.
I've got no navigation system.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Honestly, I can't remember who changed the direction and we ended up going towards the
It
elves.
was.
Watch the video.
It was.
Wasn't
the
it Camdu?
Yes,
Camdu.
because it can do. And
Yeah,
she wanted,
Camdu changed everyone's direction.
it's because she wanted to go to the elves,
Well, at the moment,
and she knew how to
Hamdu is
get
off
to.
adventuring, so let's go southwest towards
Yes,
these druids.
it's probably the only one that doesn't get imprisoned or instantly murdered.
I would like to come
Also,
across
I
these
know,
druids
I know
sometime
most
today.
of the way because we went most of the way last time before Camdu took over. Then,
So let's go.
Okay,
so we could.
is that going to go over any borders?
Probably.
Would
There's lots of borders everywhere.
Yeah,
Depending on the borders
But
you're
will they
specifying.
stop at the border or they will still keep on going?
Depends on which border.
The one near the druids.
The druids are within this nation's land.
Okay.
No druids.
Well, no. So if we leave and stop him from doing any more paladin stuff, we should be okay.
They've got
Because-
the scent.
We
No,
will tie you up if necessary.
no.
Hey, I was told to give the boys a proper burial. I'm doing exactly that.
Well, I had my back turned for all of 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't tell him. I said that's what we should do. I
But you
didn't
said
tell
that's
him
the
how.
paladin!
And I said, that's a
You
good
agreed.
idea.
Paladin! He
He agreed. It was a great thing. The cleric obviously did not think that a proper burial was
Do I
worthwhile.
need to remind you yet again that I'm like 5 or 6?
I didn't say that!
I love it. I love it in M's mind. You've got Martin as a GM and me as a fiance. M, you are screwed.
I know!
Yeah, unfortunately the airships won't arrive in time.
Yes, what would you like to do?
Why is crossing the borders important with the druids?
I have no idea. It depends on his borders.
Crossing the border is a good thing because I'm no
So
longer
is this
illegal.
something personal to your dream that he's worried about?
If he's talking about if it's a national border, if you're across the border, the local shouldn't be able to lynch you, but that normally doesn't stop lynching borders.
Okay, I say we deal with them once we try and find the druids. I think finding the druids is the important bit right now.
Because it's further away from the grasslands.
Well, I'm the
I have a
You've
word
really gotta hold it
to
down.
Jeffrey, and I tell him about these druids doing bad things to all these people, and that they should probably be held accountable too.
Yeah, but they didn't steal from us.
But they might. They have.
Sure, you want to
their-
sign a contract and I'll chase them down as well once I
Sounds like a
finish
good
it.
idea.
What side of the contract?
Well, it requires a down payment and
Of?
then there's weekly expenses for me to actually go and chase this person down.
But
How
a
much
down
are you
payment
making
of what?
off me?
More than you know. Or will ever know.
Now, what's the down payment?
Well, we'll get about that when you actually figure out what it is you want me to track down and do. Because
About
I don't do
druids.
anything on, just not knowing any details. So
Oh,
far,
what-
we've got a couple of druids and no actual names. I had his name, so that made things a lot easier. It was his true name too, so it made it even better. He signed it for him.
Talcrix gives him a big sigh, tells him he's not fun to play with, and walks off.
I don't play. I'm a lawyer.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, we
Talcrix
need to
is
go back.
currently fantasizing and wondering how bendable those rules Azal and
No, no.
Chopel gave him about lightning people's butts.
No. We need to go back to the Isle of Dread.
Don't drag my name through this.
Can we go back to
You
the Isle of
both
Dread?
told me I wasn't allowed to do it. Now I'm kind of considering how much I can get away with it.
Yeah, we need to go back to the
Chauvel
Isle of
has
Dread
said
because I
nothing
think
about
there's
actually
a
doing
certain
it.
You told me I
reptile
couldn't.
that would like to have a look at
Exactly.
meet this lawyer.
I'm just thinking about what would happen if I did.
Uh,
It's fantasy right now.
I would say the whole peeing fog thing went off because he decided to
I
do
did
ritual.
nothing of the sort.
I just said
Can
he
you
is
read
very
back
bad.
on what the
This
paladin
close.
did in
Are we
the...
getting my
actually
arrow
walk
out and
towards
shooting you in the
Druids
face?
while we're arguing about
Yes,
what
we're
Yeah,
heading
yeah,
towards...
I'd like to do
I
that.
did
I think
that
that would
because
be a
I
very
saw
sensible
you.
deal.
Shush.
So you spend many hours arguing through the
No, not many hours. No.
We are walking and not.
as you're walking.
Oh, as we're walking. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if we're standing still and arguing, no.
And,
No. We're
no,
heading
no,
towards
no.
the Druids, and various parties are arguing.
Are we going
It is
to...
entertaining us
Many
along the
times
way.
through the argument, though, Zal comes this close to just shooting the arrow in the paladin's direction because it's just
So are we seeing sightseeing?
Does that mean you keep fingering it?
yes.
Okay.
Are we
And he's aware
sightseeing
of that.
again? Because that's what happened last time before...
So with all this, who's doing the navigating? Would you like to do the navigating?
Can we hand wave half of the trip because
Yep.
I've done it before?
We shall with a survivor roll with disadvantage because you're arguing.
Oh, this is not.
Yo,
very good.
welcome.
Thank you.
Great, so we're going back to the sites again.
Well, that's.
So on the
alright.
plus side, we're out of...
lovely.
So we're out of the fog?
I don't know. We'll find out. Might be heading all the way back in again.
No.
How long does this fog go for?
Well, if you keep going in circles forever.
Survival was it?
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay, so after about a day or so, you come out of the fog and go along the mountain ranges.
Following the same family route that I'd done before.
Well,
We're
there
over
is
the
no road
border.
here. You're basically
Yay.
going across country.
Well,
No,
because
it's
I remember
nuclear
the last
dice.
time we did this, so I
also
was
went
explaining
cross-country.
like I was here as a kid, and oh look at this beautiful scenery, and yeah.
This is like fog to your left, fog to your right. I grew up with this fog.
Fog
See-
to the left of me. fog to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with a paladin.
And when you get out of the fog, it's really bright because it's the first time you've seen the sun in days. Probably
So-
about a week and a half by this stage.
So does this mean the paladin can turn his light off?
And the paladin just glows brighter in the sun.
Hell yeah!
Of course it was.
Look
Oh,
at
of
me,
course.
look at me.
So it's sort of like someone shining from mirror
Has
towards people.
anyone actually tried to throw a blanket over it?
He burns it.
I'm a
Can we-
fire Nazi.
Is there an asbestos blanket that we can...
No,
They made
unfortunately.
little shoes for his horse somewhere
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
I used all the
unfor-
fabric from my horse shoes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
unfortunately,
okay.
we do not have the asbestos cloth.
They were
cloak
getting
of
in trouble for
smothering.
burning things down, so they had to actually use it up on
We
their
never
horse.
got in
Okay.
trouble. It was pre-planned, okay?
You knew you'd get into trouble with that horse. So.
Yes.
But I thought it was a cool idea. We'll do
It
that.
was a cool idea until everyone else decided that wasn't a cool idea. I'm like, that's lame.
Yes, you were about to go home and burn down your own lands.
I haven't been to my homeland.
You're going to. with the horse.
We were going to pack, then we go
Yeah.
grasslands.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna go through the grasslands.
And you're able to move a lot smoother and breathe a lot easier while you're up above the fog. It's like you're flying at this stage. There's just such a nice sort of clean air to it. You don't get this very often in these lands.
Okay. I'm
No.
going to have a look around and see
Very
if,
few of the unwashed people, except who you've taken with you.
see if there's a gnomish airship following us.
Oh, there is a enormous airship floating back roughly where you think Zalunkel's tower was.
We can see that from here?
Well, it's
Well, I
above-
do have
it's
a spyglass.
It's above the fog and it's not small.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's about the size of a football field.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
like it's a proper.
It's a
proper
big thing.
airship.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
No, it's about this big and can't fit.
And from this distance, it looks about that big,
Yeah.
but you can see it from here.
No. I just imagined it was like maybe like small prop plant size, not.
No, that's
huge,
what I
like
picked.
Hindenburg
That's what I
size.
borrowed.
It was in the burn size.
Right.
Well, they don't send the small things out to get enemies of the state.
Fair. Okay.
It's like the FBI's #1 most wanted.
Yeah.
Well,
They don't just send one person out to get them. No.
well, he made it to the top of the list of their most wanted.
Wow. That's
You
pretty
must have a
impressive.
very bad list.
I know he's just very efficient. He says.
That's fair.
What I don't kill doesn't make it.
Good question. How many have you got so far?
I've gotten 15.
But he's not the only agent that works for the.
You didn't do good enough if he's caught 15 and you're now #1. I just imagine what everyone else is now.
He
done.
was about 250 on the list when he first joined.
Ah.
That's okay. I think we've only had 5 go to trial before him.
Well, the others have died?
Yes.
Hmm.
Most shot while trying to escape.
Interesting.
Shot by what exactly?
Me or my compatriots?
Oh, okay.
Or the airship. It's got cannons.
I know we try not to do collateral damage because we don't have to pay for
Bitches
that.
love you.
Yeah, but in the open areas.
Even then, you can miss. You might actually hit someone's cow and have to pay for it. You know how crazy these people are.
What kind of weapon do you use?
I normally just hit them with poison darts.
Oh, okay.
Same poison I offer in the drinks to people.
Technology way below you, don't worry.
It's just so much easier to just poison them. It's my specialty.
What kind of poison?
Lethal is all I really care about,
Yeah.
so it's a mixture of as many lethal things as I could find.
Okay, I'm going to use thief chant on him. Find out if he's actually.
There is no thief can't you? So you just do all these strange signs. He just looks at you. Do you have some sort of fit? I've got this tonic that will help with that.
It is not
Here's sign here.
sign here and die.
Well, you can see how he's managed to get most of his kills. Everyone eventually decides just to shut him up.
Yep.
So,
Very
are we
efficient.
getting anywhere near the druids?
Well,
We're at the mountains.
We're in the mountains. I think from memory we were like 3 days in before it went off course, so
Probably have to keep going for a
we'll
little bit.
probably have to keep going for a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
From,
So-
this is from memory. I could probably go back and watch it again.
And you have your first night with stars above you.
Aw.
Yes,
Yeah,
finally, no liquid.
No, but we now got a
Yes.
roaring bonfire next to us.
Hell yeah!
Next spring.
Oh, that's fair.
No more depressed paladin. Finally, some clear skies where I can
Okay,
actually
so I
see my
need to
god.
learn darkness and silence.
Do I have a mothership that I can see?
No.
No, it's just fine.
Yes, they generally don't leave those in places where people can see them.
Yes.
If you,
I
if
can
you,
see
you
my
could see
god.
them, then other people might be able to see them too.
Can she just see the second moon?
No, it needs to tech to see it. And normally they don't carry that tech around in case they leave it somewhere.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't have like goggles or anything.
It's
Is
normally
there a
on,
second
it's
moon?
normally on their ships.
Yeah.
The planet has 2 moons, one that people can see and one that your people can see.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Is the moon the base?
Yep.
Cool. Love it.
They use that to stop other people invading the planet.
Yeah, good.
That's their main job.
Hmm.
So they come around hunting aberrations
Excellent.
or insane cat people.
I'm pretty sure I gave one of your favorite enemies as an aberration as well.
I am.
Because at level 6, I think you got a second favorite enemy, and I'm pretty sure I did this. and
So
that's
Zal
very
keeps trying to
nice.
put the paladin out overnight.
Yes.
You're on fire!
Actually, we could just dig a hole and
Nice.
bury it up to his head.
Ah.
Then it'll be just a small campfire.
Muscle spasm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my left side of my neck's locked up.
I was going to say, this is not Zal trying to convince Joe Fell not to set anything online, is it?
Slightly?
It's like a Vulcan death script.
And yeah, I was going to say you got something.
The shoot is teasing everywhere.
I'm just cheesy all the way through.
I don't mind. I like cheese.
Exactly.
Okay, so yes, you spend a couple more days and nights walking along the ridge, enjoying the peace and quiet.
Is there any animals around?
No.
Okay,
Are there any
we're gonna-
birds?
Clear skies, peace and quiet. Oh, should have.
Yeah, except we're just
no
slow.
fog.
Yeah,
Are there any birds?
we're just
Oh,
running
It's
out
very
of.
quiet.
I'm about as close to mine heaven
Can
as
I do an
possible,
insight check
okay,
to see
right
why
now.
There's no animals around?
We need to resupply soon.
Probably. There are animals. Anything to eat.
10.
Nothing too obvious.
We only got one round left, don't
You
we?
do. Would you like to use it?
I feel this is important, but I don't know if that's good use
Wait,
for the
what was
party.
Completely.
She's wondering why there are no animals. I'm gonna presume it's the altitude for the most
Yeah.
part.
No, you still get lots of animals running around.
Druids.
You get
Goats.
predator birds at
Is
least.
it the druids? It might be the druids.
Probably.
Don't know. Could be.
People okay if I use up our last roll at 10,
Yep.
20? Sure. Ooh, 18 plus, I can't remember. 5? I think
We'll
it was
go with
5.
18 plus 5. 23. Okay, so looking around, it's not natural for them not to have any sort of animals at this altitude.
Mm-hmm.
You can sort of see that the land around here doesn't even seem to have any natural growth. All the growth has withered and died off. So-
Withered and died.
I bounce over to my nearest adult
Mhm.
and tell them,
Okay, so nearest adult.
Here we go.
is it Zal or is
It is apparently Grindelwafel.
Oh. Okay, so Grindelwafel tells me to go and talk to Chevelle and Zal, I'm guessing.
He dispatched you on their headsets there, things will be okay and gives you a hug.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Well, you bend it over him just to, tell him the news.
Now, does Calcrix believe that this is helpful?
Although I appreciate the hug, I take the gnome over to Zal and Chevelle and
And you wake Chevelle up. Just as he falls asleep.
What?
Apparently you've been woken up by a dragon and a gnome walking into your campsite.
It must be important because the dragon has actually woken me up and not wandered off somewhere.
Well, he sort of woke you up by walking over to Zal and hitting you in the face with her tail.
Close enough. Basically, the child dragon hasn't wandered off somewhere. It must be important.
I relate that the absence of
Of shrubbery.
life and in the general area seems to be a very ill omen and should be investigated further by people who know more magic than I do.
I'm guessing it's
And then I point at Kendra and I hesitate and look at the dwarf and the halfling and then point at Kendra.
I can do some investigationing.
Yes. Give me a nature roll.
Nature roll.
What's my
Did
nature?
you exile as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
nature
she went to
plus
you
3,
specifically.
20.
Yeah.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20?
Ooh.
A natural 20s are always nice.
What?
It's alright in that unnatural area.
You're playing with these boring friends, you're not playing with him interesting friends.
So what did Zal get on your fantastic roll?
Nothing.
10.
What
Amazing.
what things you're looking around going? Everything here is just so much nicer than where it was. You've got that inner feel of
Are you
up
sure
there.
about that? Zal did love that place, or a little bit too much.
You just feel so much at peace in this region. And then, Kendra, you sort of notice that this place has had most of the life sucked out of it recently.
Yeah.
There's no... the ground seems very sterile. The plants have all died off. The the birds that... well, you also notice this as well.
Yeah.
The birds that come in this region have left it. There just doesn't even seem to be any of the insects that are normally around here. Yeah.
Nature of
That feels
0.
bad. Do I know?
What did you roll?
And so
18.
you've not had any nightly noises,
Yeah.
no
rolled a
daily
3
noises.
With a plus 7.
It's basically as if you've come into a desolation. It's
Would I know or have any idea where that might have come from, or I just know
I
that?
hate my noise.
you just know it's not natural.
Okay.
And you're
It's
done.
I
definitely-
convey that to the group. This feels wrong.
I agree
somehow.
with that because I also see
So
the
we're
same
going to be
thing.
screwed then.
So we should be prepared for an encounter that might not be friendly.
And it sort of looks as if it may have happened about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. Maybe that.
Does this confirm then that we're on the trail of these druids who are...
Well, they
Don't-
were
we
here.
don't know enough.
Well, we don't know enough, but it confirms that we're on the trail of something weird.
Yeah.
So keep going.
I think
Probably.
Therion's trying to get
Does someone close the bathroom up?
I might have.
Has anyone left the toilet seat up?
Is it-
He likes
I
to
did.
sit on the top of the toilet seat like he owns
He's
the
right
bathroom.
there.
I did
No, but
not.
he was further away.
Oh,
He was further away and he's come back.
Yeah, he likes to complain, going, "This is not right." He wants people to clean his litter for him. He doesn't like doing it
Excellent.
himself.
No, it's all open. You know what? It's
He's just being a wingy winch.
He
Yeah.
just wants attention. Because
Yeah.
we're all here not giving him attention.
That's fair.
Okay, so yes, you do think if you head down into the fog where you think the jewels were supposed to be, that might be the center of it all.
Probably.
Right, let's go.
well, back into the fog.
Yeah, because the druids were in the fog.
So does anyone draw weapons?
I mean, it depends.
Power up.
We should probably.
I don't want to
You're
go
about-
back in the
About
fog.
3 days into the fog to reach that location.
Oh, okay.
I want to stay
You sort
out
of,
maybe
you
not
sort of
power it up then.
walked around the area to come in at another point.
Yeah,
Okay, alright. Fair enough.
Very slowly power up.
Please, no more fog.
Yes, you're going,
Poor Cheval.
sunlight, drenched.
Can I safely do a little bit of an electric light show to try and cheer Cheval up without damaging anything?
that's not going to work.
You're not going to damage anything. Except if
You
he's
can
dead.
shoot up and say,
Can-
"Look, there's a dragon here."
I've heard if you
That
shock
kind of thing.
Mdrak, that'll.
Technically, can
With a
we
little bit of
do
jazz
it?
wings.
Okay, so you, as you
like
say,
shooting
can
a
we not do this?
flare.
This dragon does jazz wings and lightning into the air with this big kaboom.
Yeah.
Not a big kaboom. I was playing it low. I know I have to play it low.
There was a big kaboom.
No.
You wanted
I
to do a
just
light
did-
show.
No, I did a little bit of a light show.
It was a
Tiny
little bit of a light
sort
show.
That's not the
No
issue.
kaboom.
You're on the edge of an echo zone.
We've just announced.
My
to the druids
intention
that
was
there's
not to do
dragon
any
here.
kaboom,
Give me
and
an
I
insight
asked
roll.
if there was any way to do that without doing a big attractive.
Give me an insight
Did-
roll.
We have the element
And
of
we're out of
kaboom.
reroll.
Oh, never mind. There goes surprise.
Big kaboom.
that
It
for
was
the
a
blast?
Was that
kaboom.
in the
I
fog?
resign.
No, before you went down into the fog.
Oh, before we down.
So
okay.
well, you got this nice little bowl of compressed air, the fog to help it echo around.
I would prefer, and I don't like arguing with GMs, but I did state at the start if there was a way I could do it without the kaboom. Otherwise, I would have chosen not to do it at all.
This way, when Stavel was doing his praying everything, he was trying to do it quietly.
So
Yeah,
you,
and then a
you could have
supernova
just told
happened.
me there was no way to do it, and then
It's
I would have
just part of
chosen
the
not to
game.
do it.
If you had
no,
if you had done
it's-
it in any other area than around here, it would have been quiet.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
normally you should have been quiet. You've now shocked yourself and going how
Yeah,
loud
but
it
I
was.
did ask first if it was possible.
You didn't know. This
Yeah,
is
no,
you thought it was possible. If I tell you the results of everything before you do it, then there's no point doing anything.
It's the thing. Like I said, it's the same thing of when I tried to restaurate. I was only trying to restaurate M's character back to its original age. I didn't know that if a natural 20 would arise,
You'd
I was going to
supernova town.
supernova the entire town.
Is that why they don't like you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's just one of the
That's
reasons.
just one of the reasons.
Magic goes awry in this place.
Is there any way I can fix this?
Be quiet.
So this place has a messes with people's magic. It's part of what it
Yes.
does.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's,
Why didn't you adults not tell me this?
that's out of character
That,
knowledge.
that
Yeah,
is,
we don't know
We
that.
don't know
is-
that.
Your characters
Oh,
don't know
okay,
it.
so no one knows this.
No.
Could we surmise this from what has happened?
No, you're
No.
going, ooh, I'm now powerful.
Exactly.
Your little light show was this really loud bang for a little light.
Okay, I look really shocked right now.
And then
a
also
little
happy
bit
because you've
scared.
grown up.
So it's sort of like sticking your finger in a socket and going, why did I get shocked?
Okay, so
It's nothing against what your character's done.
having a better understanding of the situation now,
You
I
feel
run and
powerful.
hide behind Zal.
But your character just your character doesn't know that. You just made a loud noise and spooked yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I said, knowing what I know now, I just run behind Zal.
On
And
the,
you run into the Axbeak, who's also hiding behind Zal.
I snuggled. I put a wing over the Axbeak and we snuggled together.
on the plus side, it was only 8 booms, so they just go, okay, there was a loud noise. We don't know where that came from, but there was a loud noise.
There's a loud noise, and there's a very bright, shiny thing on the mount.
We need a catapult.
Paladin!
We need a catapult. We need to catapult the paladin.
Well, you want to fly the paladin as far into Lantry as possible.
That sounds like
Catherine
a
has
very...
decided she's just going to stay behind Zal from now on. and-
That's right. Well, we can
Where's
just
your
point?
use you
Wait for her
as a
instructions.
beacon on the mountain and cover you and send a message to the druids like,
Okay.
can you come over here?
The Morse code flash.
We've lit our beacon. Where's Gondor?
No, he's a weapon of mass destruction. We just need to catapult him into.
Morse code. We need to find the druids. You see in smoke signals somewhere far off in the distance.
So in player mode, if I'm not understanding that, maybe the next time you should tell me, you say, there's no way of knowing in this case. You either do it or you don't. That way my pain brain might get that it's one of those scenarios that you keep explaining to me that I don't get.
It's a part of the campaign.
It is,
Like
but I'm still learning it and I've still got pain brain.
we do things, and then again it's up to our reactions could have different reactions. So just play the way you want to play. It's not so much.
But because
asking you about-
I'm not wanting to
Yeah.
break rules and things like that, I sometimes check with Martin.
Well,
And I'm just letting
that-
Martin know the easiest way he can communicate to me
Yeah.
this stuff that he's communicated me to
Yeah, yeah.
before and get past pain
Yeah.
brain is to perhaps say it like that.
By all means, Martin will understand if you're trying to, like, if you go a little bit too far in breaking rules. By all means, yes. But the way you're playing your character is absolutely fine.
Mm.
You just don't know the result of certain actions.
Yeah, and that's what he's explained to me, and I'm giving him a summarized
It's sort of
version
like saying I'm showing up and saying I crashed an airship to get here, and then the airship showing up and causing problems later on. Because a throwaway line always gets used.
And I'm slowly getting used to that now. I'm learning that.
Like,
No, I landed.
as
It
far as
just
I'm
happens
aware,
to be
Your
that
character's playing absolutely
landing-
your character should.
Yeah.
landing
playing your
in
character like
gnomish
you wanna
terms
play
is
your
normally landing in the
Well, as far as I know, I'm a 5-year-old.
So I guess
Hey,
the question now, should we do it either a camp here or go into the 3-day trip?
I would say not camp here.
Yeah.
I would
At
say
least
after
someone will
what
find
we
us.
just did,
But you still
Like,
hear
what
the
to be
echo of
found?
the
What's this
lightning.
we I'm hearing?
as in everybody.
Everybody?
I don't understand.
I vote we leave Mdrak here hog tight and we move.
You did the shady light show.
I'm just really annoyed we don't have an expendable mount.
I give M Jack said
You
sad puppy dog look
Yeah, we-
because I didn't mean to make
No,
picking on me.
Grindelwald pats you on the wing and says, "Okay, no coffee for him."
No, I wanted to do what
Yeah,
they did
no
in
coffee
Mad
for
Max
him.
or
That's fair. That's fair.
No hot chocolate.
you can't because it's using milk from Moldavia.
That's why I said no
It's-
hot chocolate either.
It's all a psychotic.
Because currently the milk has caffeine in it, so
Mm.
if he's not getting coffee, he's not getting chocolate either.
So,
Or honeyed milk.
so has anyone
That's
got purify liquid or whatever?
What do you want to purify?
Well, they'll get rid of the coffee.
Also get rid of the milk.
Are you threatening to get rid of all of my coffee?
Yes.
No, I can't. I can't
Wow.
cast the spell.
Or are you just getting rid of the coffee that's in the milk?
I was trying to see if you could purify the milk.
Can he purify the milk?
If you purify it, you purify everything turning into water.
I can, but unfortunately, I don't think you want the bodily fluids afterwards.
No. But thank you. It's a nice thought.
Mm.
I'd find a flower somewhere and give it to him.
Okay, you
It's
give him a
dead.
dead flower.
It's pretty.
It's pretty dead.
It's pretty brown and pretty black and pretty, you know.
Do you say that in character to me?
Maybe.
Well, if you do, I just bring you a bunch of flowers now.
You got a
And
bunch
then
of
say
pretty,
pretty.
dead flowers.
See? They're pretty.
Alright.
Anyone else mentioning my flowers?
Nope.
You sure?
Sorry, I was messaging. What happened?
Apparently, the paladin was said the lawyer no.
Stop it.
If you've got pretty flowers, I'm happy to mention pretty flowers.
Pretty dead flowers.
Yodri offered to try and purify the milk, but then explained that that would not get rid of the caffeine out of it. So I gave him a pretty flower to say thank you for the thought. And then Kendra said they're dead, and I said, but they're pretty. And then she said something along the lines of they're pretty dead. So I just got a whole bunch of flowers to show her how
Can
pretty
purify
flowers
it,
could
'cause I've
be,
got that mug.
and gave them to her.
I was confused, but
Oh,
sort of
so you've given. So,
The dragon's given flowers to Kendra.
but they're all dead in the local area.
Well, I've picked them, so they're not dead, but they're no longer going to grow
They're
and they will
whittled.
die.
They're basically whittled.
They're all
Not
wilted.
yet.
No, they've all wilted. All the plants in the region
Yeah.
are wilted.
They died?
Yeah, they're all dead plants.
Yeah,
They've
Mum-
all
Oh,
had
I
the-
didn't. If
I
that
said that
happened, I
earlier.
would not have.
Yeah.
He said things were wilted in the area, but
Yeah, they
And
all
they
had
all
their
had
life
life
sucked.
sucked.
Wilted isn't dead.
As I'm pretty sure Martin said they were withered,
Withered,
which is
yes,
completely.
I've now done a second nature check and got 21.
Yeah.
After Kendra got some pretty dead looking flowers.
Yeah.
Because the dragon's super excited about these dead flowers.
no,
Yeah.
super confused now, and the dragon now walks up
So-
to the dead flowers and goes, "Why is the flowers dead?"
So how long would it
That's
take
fair.
for the authorities to get here if a paladin goes Burko with his holy?
What did we say?
As long as it takes them, because when they get here they've arrived, they don't need to come any further.
Possibly.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if the
What's
paladin
it-
goes
so-
crazy.
I think
I'll
Kendra.
If he goes crazy
knows.
for the druids, it depends on if any of them are the authorities.
Oh, these
the
nasty
druids.
druids
You have
made
something
They
all
could
the
still be
dead-
authorities. Doesn't just
Are
because they're
these
druids
the
doesn't mean they
nasty
can't be
druids made
the
all the people
authorities.
dead trees?
They might be illegal authorities, but they
Go
can still be
and find those
authorities.
druids
We're
and
trying.
I want to burn their butts.
And
Me too.
I can use that
We'll
into a
do it
ritual
together.
on those.
Sounds good.
Which one?
So what's your view on
Identify
civil
flowers.
wars?
Try
Not to
and
do too much
spell.
cross talk.
That's true. I also have the identify.
You could do it then.
Yeah, and I just wanted to make the second nature check now that the dragon.
Okay, so you made your second nature check. You got a 21.
Yep.
And you notice now
Did I
that
miss?
everything here seems to be the reason it's so
Later.
quiet and so peaceful and so feel like some places you grew up with is it is quite dead.
Right. No, that's fair. But I must have missed it the first time because
Yeah,
I was just reminiscing in my childhood.
You were just reminiscing of your childhood and this feeling of desolation that you got used to as a symbol of home.
Alright. That's beautiful. I guess I will.
And then you realise what it means.
What does it mean?
She's used to being around dead things.
Yeah, it means either my
She's
family's
comfortable with
involved
dead things.
or
Your dad,
possibly the
your uncle.
possibly all of the bad members of the family, which we still haven't quite worked out how that works yet. But
It should be a problem.
I'm sure they're not all bad.
No, but the dwindling names that are getting crossed out in my book probably not.
But you're doing a good job of crossing them out.
Yeah.
And you're getting a nice head collection.
Technically, I'm only carrying one around at the moment.
That sounds heavy.
That's a
he-
dad.
No, he's not heavy. He's like what, one bulk, I
He
think.
ain't heavy, he's my friend.
So
Yeah,
My
Debbie.
dad's head.
He's your-
he
In a
He-
ball.
he's a skull-shaped drift globe
Okay.
that says my name constantly. Though all you hear is bells. So probably for like the last week, you've been trying to ignore
Because
these
he speaks
constant
celestial, which
bell
gets his
sounds.
bells.
And probably have been able to tune it out by now. But essentially, all he's saying most of the time is just my name.
Or kill the paladin.
That's
No,
where
no,
the
no,
song
Those
comes
are the
into.
first words I've heard since we were in the winery last time. So
Yeah, full conversation.
You try it
in the
again, see if
winery.
it happens again.
I-
Oh, look, same words in the winery.
All I can keep thinking is that song where they go, say my name, say my name.
All the things that I can possibly think of is kill the paladin, kill the paladin, kill the paladin, kill the paladin.
yeah, he probably
for some reason now-
changed that.
With the Elmer-Fudd accent.
And I blame this
Yeah.
on these two. All I can think of, Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore.
So probably in between, Saul kill the paladin. So probably for like 5 minutes, all I heard was Saul kill the paladin, Saul kill the paladin, Saul kill the paladin.
And every now and then,
And
in the back of your head, you
Calcrick's
get coffee, coffee.
And Calcrick's is also going Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. Because
So
that
yeah,
would
Saul
have
was slightly crazy.
Oh, is he allowed to sing Harry Potter stuff?
Yes.
Oh, good, yay. Do we know about
Right.
Harry Potter?
I played with you already.
Storybook in
I'm
our
sure
world?
he's just some figment of your imagination somewhere.
That works.
I'm
Does
sure
that
I'm
mean-
sure they pinch books from other worlds.
Does that mean Dumbledore could live?
Possibly.
Can there be transgender people in the story too?
There always are.
Works for me.
Well, considering we've had someone who's changed sex multiple times and even became non-binary.
Precisely.
For all of like 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why you didn't like the non-binary.
Possibly because he was necromanting my bed into nothingness while he was asleep.
Well, you were actually taking his bed at the time.
Yeah.
So again, it's your fault.
No, no.
You're the owner of the axe beak, so you also.
Oh,
That was
fireworks.
loud.
Fireworks.
We got the doors open.
Why are there fireworks?
Because
Because
people
people
are
don't
stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
You can buy fireworks in Canberra because they make it here like they do in Darwin. You're not supposed to be able to buy it without a license. Because you can buy it in Canberra, people manage to find ways of buying it without a license.
Oh, okay, then is it not because they're idiots?
It's called Backstreets of Fishwick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Fishwick.
Dodgy
And
Fishwick.
If there's some way for someone to do something really stupid,
Fishwick.
Oh no, just in general. That's
Are
what
we able to try and use the identify ritual on the flowers? Or the dead?
you want to
flowers?
identify the flowers?
Can I
Well-
stop people here? Would it be okay if I went to bed?
Oh, okay.
You're tired. We can actually finish up here because it is after 10:30.
Yes. I think John wanted it early night.
And you do have a nice adventure to go off to and track down the druids.
I feel like that's a nice sort of type.
They were actually
place
meant to do this
for
one
the-
about 5 weeks ago
Oh yeah.
and stop the ritual that happened.
Oh okay, and then
The rituals
Fail.
now have to. Now we won't
So
be
that
able
was-
to.
that was the
You
hints of the
managed it,
timeline.
but some of them ran away and came back and finished it.
yeah.
No.
Oh
Should've
no,
chased them and
you never
slaughtered them.
actually caught them.
We
You,
never.
you headed off for them and then went on a beeline somewhere
Oh,
else.
that's
No, no,
right.
no.
Yeah, because we were going
Camden-
after them.
Camden pointed us towards the elves.
No,
Are we
no, no.
finished?
So,
Yeah, we are finishing
so
up.
we were going the back
It's-
way.
Anna needs to go
Sorry.
home.
It's quarter to 11.
Something dark side?
My sister needs to go home.
Oh, right, okay.
Sorry, my
Oh,
bed is calling me.
Yeah, no, that's okay.